Welcome and hello. Today we are continuing Remi's Horde of the Dragon Queen campaign, and it's going to be a tough one because we're trapped in the dungeon, Revane has alerted the enemy, and we're going to be fighting for our lives. So without further ado, let us jump in and let Remi introduce us to today's session.
I highly doubt I'll be making it back. Hey, there we go.
Hello, you have the floor, Remi. That was a very ominous thing to out of context.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to another session of the secondary D&D campaign on Dungeons and Dragons. I am your DM for the session, Remi, Remster, Rem, or if you're feeling formal, Remington. With me, I have Dale, and
Hello.
M2, and unfortunately, a leave of absence for the one Kitty today. So we have Dale, who plays
Revane, who has made a big mistake, as he's starting to see.
and then we also have M2.
Numbers of a moonlit mountain, who has realized that yes, in fact, Revane has made a big mistake, and now I must once again help to clean it up.
So today, M2 will be playing our cleric as well, and I will be running our lovely fighter as an NPC and trying to keep her alive.
Yes, our companion is literally being set to default attack and occasionally heal, and that's all I really have for her.
No, yeah, that's fine.
I wasn't prepared to play a cleric again. Still fresh.
So how are we today?
No, this is good, but how are you?
Fearing for my life.
I'm fearing a total TPK based on your decisions.
Oh, God. Wait, no. Not our decisions, Revane's decision.
True. You don't know if I was talking as a group or as a singular.
I don't really care. I'm just making that one very clear for the audience.
Okay. I would now like to take a short minute to issue a disclaimer. We here at Dungeons and Dragons do not support violence, drug abuse, racism, lying, cheating, or stealing. Even though some of these things may happen frequently throughout the campaign, this is a fantasy setting, and what happens during these sessions has no effect on our real lives. Thank you, and please look after each other. Now, without further ado, let's get into the next session of The Forgotten Tales. So, last week, or last session, which this happens to be last week. Oh, pardon me. You guys started off returning from your quote-unquote scouting mission. Reported your findings to Governor Nighthill, and had a discussion between yourselves about the going forwards of the group and finding out a bit about Revane's backstory.
So glad that discussion got over so well and we got the message across. Yep. Really sunk that message in.
You then had a week of downtime as Leozen recovered enough to be able to actually be up and about again. And during that downtime, Stumbles got a new, not robes, but a new outfit created from the trophies of slain cult members. He also did a bit of scouting and also made a couple of poisons. Revane spent his entire week in a magical ritual to create a improved spell book.
Let's see how useful it is today.
Narmia spent the week at the forge, augmenting the splint mail that they found off the veteran that they fought on the way to the camp. And no one really knows what Amber did that week.
They spent time with the family, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
That's what you... Probably what she did.
You know what? If we all survive, we might ask her.
You then had a meeting with Governor Nighthill and Leosin where he asked you to go back to the camp to find out what was in the tunnel at the back that was guarded. He offered you guys, I believe it was 170 gold pieces each. Does anyone have that written down?
Isn't that right?
Yes.
I think it was 170 gold.
GP.
Yeah.
GP each to do this job for him, and he would then meet you in the city of Alturiel.
Yes.
To the north, as he had informants there, or not informants, but he had friends there that he needed to go speak to with the information that he had learnt. So you guys accepted this and headed back to the camp, where you encountered a couple of hunters, and once you found out that they were not cult members but just on their payroll to hunt food, you ignored them and entered the cave where you were ambushed by 2 cult members. These ones were a little bit higher ranked, so they were a little bit tougher, but it was during this fight that Revane decided to send off a thunder wave into a tunnel.
Yes. Without thinking.
Without thinking, unbeknownst to him, immediately in that instant, that would alert nearly everybody in the tunnel.
Well, if they didn't know we were here before, they definitely know now.
After easily taking down the 2 enemies in one round of combat, or 1.5 rounds of combat, you found a not secret passage, but a more hidden passage leading into the tunnel, away from the more obvious way in. And you followed that in, finding the treasure room, which had been emptied out, that had a single guard in it, which you promptly dispatched after trying to get information out of him.
Most interrogation ever.
Yeah, we couldn't wake him up from his drunken stupor, so we just killed him.
Yes. You then went further in, and as Revane was trying to enter the room by sending his familiar in first to see if they could find anything in there, the familiar was killed and will take 4 days to return. I just rolled the d4.
Ow.
Yep.
Ow.
But despite that, Revane still entered the room and was immediately ambushed by 6 people.
Sure, I've seen stuff on Pornhub about that.
I mean, Narmia kind of made sure I had no choice but to enter.
Yeah, I think it's a bit late for throwing the blame game around, Sunshine.
You could have left and gone the other route.
There are many other
I
routes.
can't quite remember the specifics, but either way, you still entered and immediately got ambushed, to which you used another thunder wave, which I will admit, in this circumstance, was a bit more warranted.
Yes, in for a penny, in for a pound and all.
In that case, you definitely made sure that everybody in the cave knew you were there. And you quickly dispatched the many enemies that were in that room. After searching that room, you then entered what you later discerned was Frulan Mondath's chambers, where you faced off with Mondath and a few of her guards. And after a brief fight, took her and her cronies down. You then searched the room, found some papers and maps saying what the next stage of the plan was. Didn't find too much loot other than a ceremonial robe that was her wearer of purple ceremonial robe. So the robe that shows how high up she is. Of which was it Stumbles that took that or Revane?
I believe Stumbles originally went
Stumbles.
to take it right until we realized what we're now up against, in which case I've given that immediately to Revane to keep.
I did take it forever.
Yes. While you were searching, a couple of you came to the sudden realization that Frulan Mondath is not really ever seen without her right-hand man, meaning Cyan Wrath. And
Yep. Where'd it
you're now, and we begin this session wondering, with you guys wondering where he might be. And at the end of your investigation, you also found underneath a carpet,
the trapdoor?
a
Tunnel,
secret
yes.
tunnel, a secret tunnel underneath the carpet.
Mm,
And now we begin. Now we continue our session with you guys deciding what to do.
Well, first thing
dear.
I would like to do is, as Stumbles looks around and says, "Oh dear," I breathe heavily from exertion, and I walk over to the secret tunnel, and I want to open the door and look inside the tunnel.
There is no door. It was just a hole in the ground that was covered by a rope. Covered by a carpet. Inside the tunnel, there is a rope attached to the side, so you
Can pull
can
it shut.
climb down.
Yep.
No, so you can climb down because the tunnel goes
yes.
straight down. You would be able to see the bottom because of your dark vision, and so would Stumbles if he looked.
Well, that's a plus.
And as a plus, we know that Revane is a dragonborn, so he does not have dark vision. So, I propose we take a short 10-minute break inside the tunnel, and for an added layer of protection, I may cast Alarm as a ritual and ward both sides of the tunnel, so that if they enter through one side, we will be alerted to this and can climb out the other side and at least prepare ourselves.
Could you please do an investigation check on the tunnel?
Very well.
On
Let
me.
me bring up the dice roll.
So Stumbles is not particularly thrilled with sitting in one place after assassinating a major figurehead.
Only for
There's
10 minutes.
Obvious reasons.
Just enough for me to catch my breath. 17.
17. You look at the tunnel, and while 3 of the party would be able to fit down that tunnel, it is only 3 feet wide and circular. So it's only 3 feet in circumference. So it would be incredibly hard for
Narmia
Narmia to fit in there. So
In that case,
you can go down it, but Narmia would not be able to fit through it.
in that case, what I would propose is Stumbles and Amber and I take a rest in the tunnel for 10 minutes just to catch our breath. Narmia could take a rest here in this room, perhaps hiding in a corner so she could get the drop on anyone entering. And what I will do is I will cast Alarm and ward the other room, the large room to the left. That way, if anyone comes through that room, Narmia should have a couple of minutes to know that someone is heading towards her.
Okay. Yep. So the alarm would set off a loud noise. Is that how it works?
It can set off a loud noise, but it can also set off a mental alarm, in which case would give a sending stone to Narmia. And if the mental alarm goes off, I give her a signal via sending stone to alert her that somebody is entering the passage leading towards this room.
Okay, if you would like to do that, you most certainly can. How long does the ritual take to cast?
It will take 10 minutes to cast.
So it will take 10 minutes to cast the ritual.
So you want us to sit here for 20 minutes while these guys are basically hunting us down?
Or I could burn a spell slot on it, which in fact seems like the safe thing to do. I will burn a spell slot and cast Alarm, and what I would like to do is I would like to ward, first of all, the entrance to the main cavern in the middle. So like the slightly hidden entrance we found that branches off to the room where the drunk was and the room that leads here.
So you would like to set one here?
Yes, I'd like to ward there.
Yep.
And I would also like to ward the opposite exit of the secret tunnel.
So here?
Yes.
Okay, so would that cost 2 spells or 1?
No, I can ward up to 2 areas with one spell.
Okay, so you would like to do that then?
Yes.
And then you will take the 10-minute rest in here with...
Yes.
Amber and Stundles and Namia will sit up here and hope that no one comes in.
Yes.
And, yep, okay, and with that you'll have enough time to roll your hit dice and recover a little bit. This will be a short rest.
Very well. 1 level 2 spell slot, 1 level 1 spell slot, and my blade song's back. I'm happy with that. I will roll my hit dice.
Okay, I'm just going to...
Let's roll 3d6s. I'll roll all my hit die in one go. And I get... not bad. I get 12 hit points out of that, so I'm up to 19.
I'm just nervous as shit. Every second we spend in here is just a second more that they're hunting for us.
But I've caught my breath. I've prepared some spells. And
Wonderful. I'm sure I'll be so happy for more spells that will tell them where we are.
And while I'm taking that short rest, I'll just change some of my prepared spells. I'll swap out Find Familiar for Tasha's Hideous Laughter, and I believe I'll leave Thunderwave, Shield, and Absorb Elements.
Namia has 3d10s as her health. She's going to need to use all of them because she's on 17 out of 34.
Well,
most
I used
of that
all
due
mine.
to the Thunderwaves.
I was going to say, Amber and I are both in good shape at the moment. Neither of us really need any heals.
Okay, well, actually, she only uses 2 of her hit dice because she got 19 hit points out of the 2 dice.
Good lord.
She got very lucky. So she's back up to 34. Revane, what did you get up to?
I'm up to 19 out of 21.
19. Stumbles, you're at full health, and Amber was at full health as well.
Yes.
Okay. As you guys finish your long rest...
Short rest.
Short rest. The northern alarm goes off.
Aha, so the one leading to the drunken room. Very well.
Yes.
I hear the ping in my mind. Raise my hand to alert Stumbles and Amber, and then I pull out the sending stone, and I say to Namia, prepare yourself. And now there's absolutely no way she could fit in this tunnel.
There is no way she could fit. It would be incredibly difficult for her to get through.
So basically, she's trapped in the room with everyone coming to...
Yes, we have to go up and help her, basically.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Okay, so she answers in the affirmative and gets into position for an ambush in case anyone actually does come in here.
Yep.
What are you guys doing? You've got about a minute.
Revane is strongly considering just climbing up the other side of the tunnel, but he notices the stern look from Stumbles and he sighs.
Not even the word of the day here. Stumbles sees him eyeing off the exit, looks back up the tunnel to where he deliberately left Dami and just shakes his head, basically just wordlessly going, "You son of a bitch! You get your ass back up that fucking hole."
He draws his scimitar.
Stumbles would also like to have, taken the initiative and run, but since we physically can't get one of our people down here.
So Revane will draw his scimitar, he'll climb out of the hole, and then he will attempt to find a corner of the room where he can stealth. And just hide, maybe get the drop on somebody. So would you like me to roll stealth?
Yes, please. Namia needs to roll stealth as well. I'll do that now. Okay.
+6 on my stealth.
Probably go and hide somewhere in the room.
That will be a 21, not that.
Okay. Stumbles, you wanted to get in and stealth as well?
Might as well. I'm not sure where in the room I can hide.
You can hide back here. You've got enough movement that you'd definitely be able to reach anyone that comes in.
That's a 19 for stumble.
Amber decides that she will...
It might be a good idea.
No. Sorry. Stumbles, you're controlling Amber, sorry. Where would you like her to go?
I was going to say, she's not the greatest at
might actually be a good idea if she stays in the tunnel.
Yeah, she can stay in the tunnel and then jump up
jump up and help if necessary, needed eventually. Yep. Definitely. But for now, just stay put. Okay, so I know she's in this room, but she is down the entrance of this tunnel. Ready to climb up if needed. Okay. Yeah, okay.
So you guys stay there, and for a tense minute or so, you are just watching this doorway. And after about a minute or so, I need to find the correct token.
Oh, God.
A singular kobold who rolls a perception walks through the door and manages to parry Namia's attack and is not surprised by her as he saw her. He, however, just let me find. Kobold has... He does not see Revane or Stumbles.
Ooh, lovely.
Everyone, please roll. Sorry, you two get your
bonus
round in first.
Right, so we'll roll initiative just to see who goes first.
Oh yes, yeah, good idea. Yep. So
that's
23.
18 for me.
18 for Revane, and Namia. I have to roll for Namia. Got a 7.
If I was going to go first, I was just going to blast him with a firebolt, but Stumbles.
I was going to say it's probably a good thing that Kitty isn't here to hear this whole plan of you just ditching her in the room as.
Well, I figured that basically anyone comes through the door, she just pastes them, as she's proven she's well adept at doing. But
but
it just so happened that this kobold saw her first.
Yeah, he kind of knew that we would be hiding out in this room and was ready.
Okay, so yes, it is Stumbles first.
Alright, well, considering where I am and where the door is, I might as well just take a bow and arrow and fire a shot off.
Okay, yep. Roll to hit. Pardon me.
And 20, not nat.
Yeah, that's a hit. Especially on a kobold.
Oh, yeah. That's 5 plus, it's going to be, I believe that's 10? Feels like 10.
That may kill him.
That's the wrong character sheet. Yep, 10 points of piercing damage from the short bow.
This kobold goes down instantly with a arrow transfixed in his skull, and he has a very surprised look on his face. He goes down, and you guys wait.
So I would like to use my turn of the surprise round just to ready a reaction. And my reaction will be, if anyone enters the room, I'm going to blast a firebolt at them.
Okay. So you sit there and you wait, and 5 seconds go past, and then 10 seconds go past, and 20 seconds. Can someone do a perception check for me?
Well, that's
I got-
stumbles.
Yep. It's gonna be a 14.
You don't hear anything else coming from any of the rooms near you.
But why would they send just one kobold?
I don't like this.
If I know Cyanrath, he can be short-sighted, blinded with rage, but he tends to be efficient at what he does. And sending one kobold to the defense of his counterpart doesn't make sense.
Do we really want to sit here and wait to find out if he has a plan for us or not? Every second we sit here, it gives him a better chance of cutting us off from getting out.
Stumbles, my feline friend. I have an idea, though I'm already sure you won't like it. Would you like to perhaps head through that tunnel and do a little bit of scouting on the other side?
We don't have much choice, since we cannot get everyone out of the hole through the hole. That way is our only option for escape. Very well.
You guys do know that there is another entrance over here, by the way. This wasn't the only entrance. There was a major
Yeah, we know, but
entrance over here.
Yeah, I
we
know.
but my line of thinking is that if we have an alternate entrance, that at the very least one of us should probably make use of it. Because as far as we know, they don't know that we have found that tunnel. So if at least maybe Stumbles could go through while the rest of us go through the proper entrance, Stumbles can scout around and maybe get the drop on something, and then we basically, pincer movement in.
Okay. So would Stumbles like to stealth up here and see what he can see?
As well as not much other options.
Okay.
Table here.
Well, then roll a stealth check for me then.
Oh, thank God. 21.
Okay, 21.
Just gonna say, thank God for these sending stones, because so many tactics that wouldn't be open to us if we didn't have our sending stones.
Yeah.
Okay,
That was
walk up, and you walk up to a pillar and hide behind the pillar and peek out.
Wait, so was I meant to go in that room, or was I meant to go down
what room were you going
the way we
into,
came? I thought we were heading back out the way we came.
Well, me and Namia were gonna go back out the way we came, and then you
So
were
you want
gonna
me to
go...
scout the other way? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You want to scout this one?
No. So you want me to scout back the way we came, or do you want me to scout
No.
the other, through the tunnel?
Yeah, my suggestion was you scout through the tunnel while Namia, Amber, and I head the way we came. That way, if there is something waiting for us, you'll come up from behind.
I can flank them. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, I misinterpreted that. Okay, yes, through that way.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So you won't need a perception check to see the enemies in here.
Oh, that's good.
But if you want to see what else is in here, you will need to do a perception check.
That's fair. Perception away.
So in here, you see a Langdodrosa Cyanrath looking incredibly pissed.
Oh, fuck.
And you see one very buff human standing next to the entryway or exit, however you want to see it, into another room. Neither of them have seen you.
A barbarian.
Well, I rolled a 15 on my perception, and I would like to very, very quietly go back the fuck up the tunnel.
Actually, hold on. What did you roll for stealth?
Stealth was 21.
They haven't seen you. You can just alert us that they're there, and then we can come in, distract them from the other side.
So what did you want to do? What did you want to do?
No. Well, Dale's suggestion was, or Revane's suggestion was that I could, just Wait, how'd you word this? You want to distract them?
Yeah, basically.
And you want me to attack them, or?
Well, we leave you in stealth, and we distract them by coming in the other direction, and that would give you a surprise round. Which, at this stage, a surprise round would probably help quite a lot if we're going to take them on.
But there's the question: do we want to take them on? Because we have no idea how many people are still left in this cave.
That is true. But, that said, I'm fairly competent at stealth, so I can head just ahead of Narmia and scout out the other entrance to the room and just see if there's anyone waiting on that side.
Especially Stumbles sitting there very quietly whispering into the goddamn stones, just going, I really hate your luck right now.
You seem to be pretty well hidden, my feline friend. I shall go ahead with Narmia and see what I can see on the other side. And with that, I will roll a stealth.
Stumbles is just angrily whispering in the likes of Dwarvish at the moment because he knows if he does Draconin, someone may actually hear him.
And that's a 17 on my stealth.
Okay, so Stumbles is staying here while you guys try and head around the long way?
Yeah, me just slightly ahead of Narmia so that I can creep out the other side and just get a good view of the other way leading into where Stumbles is. So, just in case there's more enemies hiding there that Stumbles didn't see. Because if it's just Cyanrath and this barbarian, we may be able to just take them on.
Okay. So we'll say that Narmia and Amber are going with you, but I don't want to move all three. So
they're keeping a safe.
For now?
They're keeping a safe distance from me, letting me scout ahead.
Yes.
Okay. So you get to the entrance of the secret entrance.
Yep.
And roll a perception check for me.
Sure. Now this is what I'm not very good at, but we'll see how we go. No bonus here. 16.
You don't. There's no one in this room heading this way. No one's been sent to find. No one so far has been sent to find this kobold.
Very well. I will motion silently for Amber and Narmia to follow me, and then still keeping a safe distance ahead of them, I'd like to continue stealthily making my way to the other entrance to the room where Cyanrath and Stumbles are.
Okay, so I will just zoom out so you can see the layout. You will have a fair way to go.
Ah, see, so that staircase there is on top of a bridge. I see. That's a bridge up there. That's fine.
Well, it's actually an underground tunnel. And this, these stairs go down, this stair goes up.
How the hell are we going to... I see.
I'm liking this plan less and less as we go along.
Stumbles, my friend. It appears that the other entrance to that route is quite a bit further than we expected it to be. You have my permission to retreat if you feel it necessary.
I will say, for lore purposes, when you get to here, you can actually see that there is no bridge. There is no entrance here.
That's why I'm letting you know.
That's how you know. That's how you know that it's a longer route.
Yeah, because we were expecting it to be just there.
Yeah, Stumbles is definitely sweating this.
I would still like to just continue stealthing on down the passage.
Okay.
Ahead of Narmia and Amber.
I was going to say, do we want to send someone to check to make sure the actual way out is clear? Because you guys could very easily just head for the entrance at this point instead of trying to...
That's an idea, but the thing is, you're well hidden there, and you would risk getting spotted by Cyanrath if you were to move from this spot.
You have literally thrown me into a fucking corner here, and I don't like it.
That said, if anyone is able to get across the room without Cyanrath seeing them, it would be Stumbles.
And also, Cyanrath is not looking for you, so you would only need to beat his passive.
True, but I'm still just nervous on the whole. If I get busted, it's me alone in a room with Cyanrath and some other person we don't fucking know yet. And we've seen what Steinrath can do in a one-on-one, haven't we, Revane?
Yes. And so, as I said, you have my permission if you would like to come back through the tunnel. It's entirely up to you. We do know where Steinrath is, so...
Yeah. Oh, God.
Because I'm confident you could get back through the tunnel.
Yeah. Saying, have I heard Steinrath or this other guy say anything, or are they just both angrily being quiet?
Steinrath, the humanoid is just standing there. He's basically a bodyguard to Steinrath, who is a bodyguard to Mondath. So he's just standing there waiting for orders. Steinrath is just muttering under his breath. You could do a perception check if you would like to try and hear what he's saying. Oh, pardon me.
Does a 14 do it?
Every now and then you hear words such as imbeciles and annoyances and reckless and
Sounds like he has a
annoying.
Revane on his team too.
Either that or he's talking about you. We can't be sure at this point.
You also hear the word promotion and words like that, but you don't hear any in a sentence.
Yeah.
You're just a bit too far away to hear what he's muttering.
That's probably for the best. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I may quietly try to stealth my way back towards the back up the tunnel. Do I need to do another stealth check?
Yes, you will need to do another stealth check now.
Oh, thank God, that's a 23. I love my +7 to stealth, just fucking...
You successfully make it back up out of the tunnel.
Okay. Just... Yeah, stumbles even with like the face mask on, is just breathing heavily from being that close by himself.
Do you
Those intentions.
do you head up to meet Revane at the stairs?
Yeah, I'll go and catch up to the other guys.
Okay, I will now just get the party token so that... Actually, no, I'll just keep using Revane's head.
It's the party token. Alright. My head's on the line, may as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you guys like to do now that you're standing at this entrance way and back together? Would you like to continue on and try and complete your mission of finding out what's happening in here, or would you like to do something else?
Well, we may as well. We're committed to this mission now. I would like to stealth along the southernmost wall into the next large chamber.
So, I was going to say, do we want to make sure the actual entrance is secure before making our way further in?
Oh, that's a good idea too.
Like, if you want to start, I can quickly move up and check the entrance.
I was going to say, you head further down and I'll check the entrance since I kind of compromised it to begin with.
That's a fair cop. I'll pay that.
Alright, well, Stumbles can go on ahead. I would like to stealth ever so slightly towards the entrance of the cave and just see if I can get a look at the entrance and see if it's been blocked or if they've posted guards there.
Okay, so we'll go Revane first.
Yep, I'll
so
roll
you stealth over here first. Now roll another stealth.
+6 on my stealth. That's a 16.
Okay, you walk up, sticking to the wall, and peek your head around, and you cannot see anyone standing in the corridor. That's what you see without doing a check.
I'd like to do a perception check just in case.
Okay, do a perception.
At them. 15.
There's no one standing there.
Okay, I inform Stumbles via Sending Stone that the entrance appears to be clear. Steinrath has hedged his bets that we did not flee at the first sign of trouble.
Okay,
Clearly
while
he's
you...
work. If they clearly he is work by now, that some of us aren't smart enough to know when to call it a day.
While Revane was doing that, Stumbles, how was the party proceeding? Were you going first with Namia
I was
and
gonna
then
say, I
Amber?
would
Or...
probably move ahead while keeping Namia and Amber a little bit further back because I know they're not as stealthy. So I'm sort of working as scouting on my side while the other two sort of.
Okay, so these guys are going to be hiding along this wall while you go down the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just proceed down the stairs then?
Well, obviously stealth because, the unknown and
Roll
all
for
that.
stealth.
And that's going to be a 25 this time because I just keep rolling high 10s for my stealth rolls.
Okay.
Wonderful. This is going to bottom out eventually.
As you're walking down, you're having this conversation with Revane, hearing the talking about the entrance being clear. And Revane, on your end, you hear a click. And then you hear Stumbles swear.
Oh, crap.
These chairs were trapped. And as Stumbles is walking
the
down,
damn stairs.
he didn't check for traps. He stealthed down. He didn't check for traps. He steps on the bottom step, and the stairs instantly turn into ramps. Dumping you. I will actually bring up what's at the bottom of the stairs.
Damn it! That should. Oh, I'm an idiot. Fuck it, that's stressed about your bloody bullshit that now I'm not even checking properly.
And you are dumped into a room with 6 violet fungus.
What now?
Violet fungus.
Violet fungus. These are mushrooms. That? These are purple or violet mushrooms.
Okay.
Logic dictates that they can't move because they're mushrooms, but in our other campaign, we have a mushroom who walks and talks, so...
These mushrooms have a move speed of 5 feet. Oh, pardon me. Sorry?
Cool. So they can move, just not well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And because they are mushrooms, they do not actually get a surprise round, but they do now know that you are here.
And will slowly start moving towards you.
Okay, I guess I'm dealing with this now. Crap, I'm guessing. Oh.
At the start of this fight, there is something to read out. This cavern is carpeted with a profusion of fungi, ranging from a few inches high to nearly as tall as a human adult. 2 paths lead through the fungi, one that you've just come through and one that you were heading to.
Okay, so obviously don't touch the fungi.
Yep. And everybody roll initiative.
Alright.
Please.
It's going to be a 19.
Come on. 22.
Okay. Revane, could you please roll a d20 again? Because you got the exact same as the fungus. So
very well.
A roll off.
This time it was 7.
Okay, the fungus unfortunately got higher. So you go just after the further away.
That's fair, I'm further away, so...
And Namia got a 17. Again, somehow. Unfortunately, the fungus go first.
The hell?
They didn't get a surprise round, but you still took half a second.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, they get an automatic start. Okay, that makes more sense.
They've basically felt movement and just lashed out in the direction of the movement.
Yep.
That makes sense.
As the round begins, you see that 6 of the violet mushrooms that are in this patch of mushrooms start waving small tentacles. And one of them, number 5 and number 6, move forward so that they can get within 5 feet of you.
This is bad for Stumbles.
And those 3 are going to take melee attacks at you.
Fair enough. Best of luck.
Okay, does a 20 hit?
It does.
One of them hits you.
Ah, well, fair enough. I was bound to take damage eventually.
That is 4 damage.
Fair enough.
They're not particularly tough, but they are an ambush.
They have numbers.
So.
Yeah.
And
yes.
if he's running the violet fungus unchanged out of the monster manual, each one can hit you up to 4 times, so...
Yes.
Why?
I was going to ignore that feature just because of its only stumbles at the moment, but you can thank Revane for being very smart.
But yep, that's fine. Thanks, Revane. Love you, buddy. If I get out of this, I'm going to punch you in the throat.
I will say, for convenience sake, that these ones on their first round only rolled a 1 on all their d4s. Though the violet fungus number 2 and 3 are going to move forward and try to hit you as well, while fungus 1 moves up a little bit. So that's 2 more to try and hit you. 18 hit you?
Exactly my
yes,
AC.
One of them hits you.
Yep, cool.
Dealing 8 damage.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
Okay, well, this is going spectacularly well.
Okay, so Stumbles, what does that put you on health-wise?
On a scale of 1 to 29, that's a 17.
17. I just got to remember what everyone else's health is on. Everyone else is on full health. Okay.
Except for me,
Revane.
I'm on 19. Yep.
Oh, that's right, 19 for Revane.
Okay.
Revane, your turn.
I'd like to
Wait,
move...
I haven't had... Wait, did he
Yeah, I've got higher...
beat me in my...
Yep,
Yeah.
I did. I'd like to move to the edge of the cliff overlooking the pit.
How much movement speed do you have? 40?
Yeah, 40. Actually, I might not. I'll be able to get far enough that I'll be able to I'll be able to do
10,
what I want.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
That's far enough.
You can, from where you are, you can see 5, 2, 3, and 1. And I will zoom in so that you can actually see that a bit better. I just realised it's a bit out.
3 and 1. Very well. I would like to cast Scorching Ray on 5, 2, and 3.
Yep.
And I will roll my Scorching Rays. What's my spell attack bonus? My spell attack bonus with my new spell book is +6. So I will roll the 3 Scorching Rays. Okay. So the first one is 22, the second one is 10, and the third one is 12.
Hits. All 3 hit.
Alright, so I will now roll the damage. That's 2d6. So the first one deals... Is it 2d6? Yes, 2d6 for Scorching Ray, I'm pretty sure. Just double checking. So I don't...
Yes, 2d6 at... Yeah, 2d6.
Yep. Okay, so the first one is 12 points of damage.
On, what was that, number 5?
Yep, on 5. The second one is 11 points of damage.
On 2.
On 2. And the third one is another 11 points of damage on 3.
3. Okay. With that, it is Stumble's turn.
Okay, so... Surrounded by multiple enemies, I need to... Whereabouts is this path you mentioned?
The 2 paths are... Click on the correct screen. Is basically just saying that there's the left side, so out, the way you came in, and right side is through this 15-foot gap.
So there's nowhere that I need to specifically step with this whole thing?
No.
So the way you worded, I thought it was like, more traps or something. Or more traps, more traps than the one I've already set off. Okay. It's kind of annoying, because if I move back, obviously would...
Bonus
action. They can definitely hit me. They can definitely... I was going to say, I'm going to have to, disengage and just climb back up to where the others are, because otherwise I'm just going to get my ass kicked down here, because they only hit me twice and they took off a massive chunk of my health.
Disengage.
And yeah, basically just climb back up the ramp.
I'll say that going up the ramp is hard terrain, but you've already got it.
Fine.
You got plenty of movement speed, so you'll make it easy.
Just a very
for anyone else.
Just a very disheveled pork-covered stumbles, just climbs back up the ramp.
Now we could
going down
blink at them.
Will be easy. Yeah. So do you want to go over here so you can? This is a 10-foot cliff.
Yeah.
Hopefully, maybe not stand right at the edge because they might be able to reach up.
Not at the edge. Might just move back just a little bit from the cliff edge, just to there for a minute. Yep.
Okay.
On the bright side, I've removed any chance of them being able to follow us up. That's a plus from the
so we
staying
could
off the
just
trap.
we could just hit them with ranged attacks from here, unless they do find some way to get up.
Oh yeah, that'll be a problem.
Okay, so do you want to make an action or something?
That only took a bonus action, didn't it?
Yeah, you still got your normal action.
I might as well keep going with my short bow and take a shot at one of them.
Roll to hit them.
I'll just hit. Oh, I don't even remember which ones did you hit.
5, 2, and 3.
No, well, I'll take a shot at the 5.
Okay.
22.
That hits.
That's going to be 7 points of damage from stumbles.
7 points of damage. The arrow hits the fungus and it slowly deflates. That was just enough to kill that one.
I do not like the fungus. That was not fun.
Revane's
now.
Revane's just looking at them and he's kind of licking his lips and he's saying, haven't seen a nice, delicious looking fungus like that since I left the Underdark.
I'm glad you're having such a wonderful time.
Okay, Namia's turn. And she is going to walk up to the edge and fire down with her crossbow. Let me get up her character sheet so I can see what it is. Does she have a crossbow?
Yeah, I'm sure she had one.
Yeah, I'm definitely sure she had one.
She's used it before.
Oh, yep. She had it written out so it was ranged simple before light crossbow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I couldn't. Yep. So
that makes sense.
Crossbow is dexterity as well. Okay, so roll to hit. That's definitely a hit. 1d8 plus 2. I gotta get rid of Fungus 5.
Yep, Fungus 5 is dead. And
Yeah,
Revane will
I
be
didn't get rid of it.
collecting the parts later for a nice drow traditional stew.
Lovely.
She
Fantastic.
fires at Fungus number 2 and kills it with the 7 damage.
Stumbles may join in for the stew just for the cultural thing, but he's still not thrilled at how everything's going at the moment. Just constantly just sitting there just going,
What does Amber do?
$1 million question, isn't it?
It looks like her only bet would be to just
Yeah, I
go
was
to the
gonna
edge
say,
past
you
Sacred
just-
Flame.
I mean, she has a crossbow as well.
Ah, does she? Maybe...
Yeah, large crossbow. So yeah, I might bring her up and get her to just
But remember the curse of her
join in on the pipe
bloodline.
shooting.
Remember the curse of her bloodline and...
Well,
what it
it's
means
not
to-
direct. It's
Not
not
being
direct.
confirmed.
That has not been confirmed. Cousins maybe, depending on where they're from, but otherwise, does a 15 hit?
Yes, that
Well,
hits.
there you go. See, it's not all that bad. It's 1d8 plus 2, I'm guessing. Yes. It's going to be 7 points of damage.
On which one?
We'll say number 4.
Number 4? You
Yes.
do a considerable amount of damage to this fungus, but it is still fully there and flailing its tentacles.
At least you're trying.
With that, it is all the fungi's turn. And they're just going to start slowly making their way towards the ramp.
Oh dear. I was mostly hoping they wouldn't be able to climb, but
they can only move 5 feet around.
Yeah,
so
it's slow as shit.
They are
we're just
slowly
taking
getting
pot
up
shots
here.
of these things. They're very slowly advancing upon us.
Okay, with that, it is Revane's turn again.
It could be
I
stupid.
hold out my new spell book, which is now my spell casting focus, and I hold open the page for Firebolt and send a Firebolt at fungus number 4, and that will be a plus 6. That will be a 25 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay, so now 1d10, and that will be 8 points of damage.
For number 4, was it?
Yep, fungus number 4.
You deal quite a bit of damage to it, but it is still slowly moving along.
Well, that's my turn done.
My turn?
Yes, surprisingly, these fungus don't get weakness to fire.
Yes. Well,
I guess because they're a fungus.
It's a fungus. Maybe, I was going to say there's a lot of moisture to them.
Fungus is not exactly a plant. So
yes, if it was plant, it would be very different indeed. Okay. Simple thing. Short bow, number 6, corner pocket. Let's go.
Okay.
Well, that was terrible. Does a 12 hit?
Yes.
Oh, thank God, because...
These are just small fungus.
Yeah, these are easy to hit.
9.
9?
9 points of damage.
Or 6. Yes. You deal quite a bit of damage to it, and it looks about half the size it was before.
Hooray.
Okay, and with that, it is Namia's turn. And she fires a crossbow at number 6. And hits. She's rolling really shit with her crossbow at the moment. I know. And does 10 points of damage to number 6. Killing number 6.
Hooray! Yes, we all know the pain of a failed crossbow.
Also, I've changed the ammunition mechanic. Any attack that misses, you lose that arrow.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Okay.
That's a good
you
idea.
automatically regain.
Yeah. Because you're going to probably pick them out after the fight anyway, so...
Yes.
Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll do that too from now on.
Yeah, I've been listening to multiple podcasts and I've been picking up ideas.
Yeah, that's
sense.
A very good
we
idea.
Like that.
I will do that as well.
We like.
With that, it is Amber's turn.
All right. Well, let's just keep the arrow train going. See if we can keep this rolling. It's a 16.
That hits.
That's going to be 7 more points of damage. We'll say number 4 can cop that one.
7 on number 4. That kills Fungus 4.
Yeah, Cleric goes. She's getting work done.
Careful, if you do too well, you'll be permanently playing her.
I can't do a Cleric again. You can't make me. Once was enough.
I knew that would get a reaction.
Okay.
It is now the Fungus's turn, and it's a good thing that you killed Fungus number 6. Well, started off killing it, because Fungus number 6 would have got close enough to hit Narmia.
That's fungi.
Fungus.
There is nothing fun about these guys.
And now it is Revane's turn.
These ones aren't pacifists.
Yeah.
I lick my lips.
These ones are just trying to eat.
I lick my lips, and you hear Revane just looking at the two fungus, and he's just muttering, a couple of crickets, some beetles, a little bit of dankweed. Yes, be lovely. And then he flings a firebolt at fungus number 3. And that is...
Okay, roll to hit.
That is a 26. That's a nat 20. So that's definitely a hit.
Okay, yep. That's definitely a hit.
That's 10 points of damage, including crit.
And that was number 3, was it?
Yep.
Yep, he is dead, or it is dead.
Alright. Congratulations for pulling that after making everything go to shit.
Stumbles, it is your turn.
Alright, well, one to go. Let's see if we can finish this one. Well. 12, you said hit, doesn't it?
Yeah, 12. What's everyone's hit modifier?
Plus 7.
Mine's plus 6 on all my stuff.
You're basically rolling to see if you get a nat 20, because their armor class is 5.
Yeah,
that's 12. Wait, no, sorry, I meant to be rolling a plus d6, not my d8. 9 points of damage.
You hurt this fungus quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, there is always the chance of a nat 1.
Oh, yes, you're rolling to see if you get a critical fail.
Yeah, but it's pretty much where we're at, just seeing if we crit win or
crit fail.
Namia's turn. And seeing as there is one left, she slides down the stairwell, gets up next to the fungus and whacks it with her battle axe. And misses, because she got a nat 1.
Lovely. Oh, poor Namia.
Wow, this is...
I was debating whether not to roll or not.
Good luck with this
Just
thing.
go she
Why? Why did you do this? Why you do this mean dungeon master man? This is sad day for all involved.
Her turn.
Okay, well, Amber, go crossbow, yay.
So I just noticed that the flaw on Revane's character sheet is when faced with a choice between my mission and my friends, I will choose the mission. So, good to know I've been role-playing that this whole time.
Yeah,
you've been role-playing your character perfectly. It's just he's a dick.
Yeah. That's asking the question, what the hell is Stumble's flaw? Because I know I had something for him. I'm curious at this point. By the way, Amber rolled a... what the hell was it? Hit plus 5. 9 to hit.
Yep, that's still a hit.
Keep going and read why the hell am I not seeing a floor. It's like I keep forgetting. No, I have Amber's freaking feet up. And that's going to be 7 points of damage. Where's
7 points of damage. This fungus is looking quite hurt.
For God's sake, just die!
It's still alive. And now it's going to take a multi-attack.
Oh,
and
wow.
this is my bad. I fully accept that this is my bad.
Amber's just going, for the love of Buddhism, would you please die?
She was worrying about me getting Ava killed on Thursday.
Yeah. That's 3 hits and...
Stop it.
Kitty, if you ever watch this, could you please click off now?
Did you kill her? Did you kill her?
That was a 19... Well, that was, on the dice, it's a 19, a 17, and a 20.
Oh my god! We may need to leave the cave after all.
Okay, I now need to roll the dice.
Holy shit!
Our tank is gonna go bloody down.
Okay, so the good news is the critical was only 8 altogether.
But
the bad news is they then rolled another 8 and a 6.
Oh.
24 damage.
This could not have gone any worse.
That's my bad.
No! Stop laughing! Stop enjoying this!
I'm not enjoying it. Okay.
You rolled you rolled the only number that could possibly miss them, and then we didn't kill it in time, and then all 3 of your rolls hit. This is ridiculous!
Revane, it's your turn.
Okay.
Oh, well, Amber's gonna have to heal after this.
Traitor tail.
Wait, is she knocked out? Is she actually knocked out?
No, I didn't get her knocked out.
No, nearly.
She has 34 health.
Okay, but definitely hurt.
I'm gonna cast another fire. I'm gonna cast Firebolt at this fungus. And I'm just thinking,
Please.
while I'm down here, I should probably keep an eye out for some crickets and beetles and things like that to add to the stew. So I'm going to roll to hit, and it's going to be I'm just going to roll the d20s, no use adding my modifier. It's going to be a 16 to hit, and that's going to be 6 points of damage.
That kills it.
It's...
Fungus dies. It was so bad. Oh, it was so bad.
I'm immediately
Namia uses her second wind to heal herself.
Good idea.
Doubles is just sitting there, just like half shaking, just quietly muttering under his breath. It's going to take hours to clean out.
And she got a 9 plus 3, so she got 12 of those hit points back. So she's back up to 22 out of 34.
I'm gonna leap off the cliff, and I'm gonna just start gathering bits of the charred fungus, putting it in my bag. And occasionally, when I see a conveniently mouthful-sized piece, I just pop it in my mouth and just eat it and chew it with relish. Been a while since I've had some traditional drow cuisine.
Okay, roll Constitution.
Okay.
Oh my god!
These are poisonous fungus. I forgot to mention they're doing necrotic damage.
Okay, I'll roll Constitution.
Yeah.
It's been a few years since I've eaten poisonous fungus, but let's see.
Roll with advantage because you are half drunk.
Well, I'm not going to need it anyway because it was 19.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You don't get poisoned.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get 6 pieces of fungus.
Lovely. I'll cook that later. Make sure I remove all of the poisonous parts.
Okay.
Man, where to now?
You guys are now fully in this chamber. The rest of it now is just non-living violet fungi and just normal mushrooms.
As I chew on the fungus, I just look at Stumbles and Namia and I say, might have to boil this a little bit. Just take the last traces of poison out before I serve it to you.
Wonderful. I'm really considering having Amber actually heal Stumbles at this point, but...
Oh, yeah.
She has 2 cure wounds left at this stage.
It was on 24. Revane's still on 19. Stumbles, you got down to 17?
Yep.
And I took
no
damage.
shape. So basically we've just roll reversed at this point.
See, this is the downside to running a campaign set in Waterdeep. Try finding a way to put violet fungus in a fucking dungeon like that.
I don't know. You could definitely put one in the sewers.
Yeah, I guess in the sewers, yeah.
Okay. What would you guys like to do? You can head further in, or you can head further out.
I'd like to stealthily make my way further in.
Okay.
If Stumbles thinks he is able to come along, he may take the opposite side of the room.
I was going to say, can I have Amber use a cure wounds on me first before we go any further? Because I'm not comfortable with going further in, knowing what's further ahead.
Sure.
So first level spell. Now, what is that rolled up as? It's been a while since I've brushed off cure wounds.
D8 plus her spellcasting ability modifier, which I think is plus 3.
That's plus... spell modifier or spell attack bonus?
Modifier.
Modifier, so that...
The spellcasting ability modifier.
Yeah, so plus 3, so D8 plus 3. That's just 6 plus 3, yeah, 9 works.
And then she also has plus 3 because of a life cleric thing.
Oh, so I get an extra 3 on top of that?
Yeah.
So that's 12. So that actually brings me straight back to full. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I like her. She can stay. Alright, time for more stepping.
So, you two would like to stop the next round?
Yeah, I was going to say, pass one of the sending stones to, number in that in case we go too far ahead. Yeah, just in case we go too far ahead.
I got a 20 on my stealth.
Yep.
I got a 24.
Okay. Just let me get the book up so I know what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, you enter the room and you don't see any enemies on the floor. Or standing around, sorry. But you do see dead bats littering the floor.
Willis would like to look up.
Okay, please roll a perception.
This could be 21 for perception. Happy days for stumbles. I'm doing really good on these rolls, just not where it needs to go.
On the roof, there is just hundreds of bats hanging upside down, some cleaning themselves, some asleep, some feeding babies, some eating. But the roof is just covered in bats.
Oh no.
Let's hope they're not hostile. Now, what do bats
This
eat?
is a problem, because whatever they can get their hands on?
These are just normal bats.
Yeah, but there's hundreds of them, and we don't want them to swarm us.
No, let anyone else know where we are.
Yeah.
To just stumble just to the stairs at Revane and just mount no thunder wave.
Yeah, don't alert the bats. Revane just nods.
Just straight up no thunder wave.
Revane nods back.
Okay, so obviously I have to go very quietly to move ahead.
Move ahead.
Where do we want to go from here? To say keep this stealth going.
We haven't really done anything, so you still got the same stealth as before.
Yeah.
So where would you like to go?
Let's stay around these stone pillars here to just look up ahead as we come to this little cross section.
To here?
Yeah, about there, just to make sure I'm still sort of like half out side.
Revane, are you moving up, keeping...
Yeah, I'll keep pace with him.
That's what I want to do. Okay. You see two doorways, two, not doorways, but you see one entryway that has stairs leading down, and one's entryway that leads off into another chamber, whereas the end of this chamber ends in what looks to be cliffs heading... not cliffs, but downward slopes heading into another area at the end.
Well, Stumbles would probably have... Actually, no. Stumbles would probably have an idea that the passage on the right would eventually loop back around to where Sirenwrath is. No.
Right.
On the left. The right one seems to just go into a
dead end.
So
but we wouldn't know this though.
No, I was going to say, would I be able to roll anything to see if I know where these lead?
If you walk up here, you can see what you see around this little outcropping here.
I will do so while remaining in stealth.
You still haven't done anything, so you still got the same stealth.
Yep.
You get up to the edge edge and looking in here, you see that at the top of the stairs there is a rusty spear just lying on the ground next to the stairs in easy reach. And at the bottom of the stairs you see what looks to be a curtain made out of ropes. Like, you know those curtains that I don't want to say hippies because that's offensive, but you know what hippies have over their doors where it's
like
beads.
the bead, like the shit curtain, bead curtains.
Yeah, bead curtains, that's what they're called. There's like a bead curtain down at the bottom of the stairs, and you can feel the slightest cold breeze coming up from the stairs.
Knowing our luck, it's going to be like fucking curtain of fireballs or something.
I love how you keep saying "ow" like this bothers both of us.
It's cold.
Yeah.
Activate a slide.
I was gonna say, don't worry, I will be checking every fucking step I see from now on. Okay, so I sort of just relay this across to Revane quietly.
Cold.
So there's nothing holding the actual spear. It's just lying on the ground.
Yeah,
at the moment.
it's just a spear lying on the ground like it's been discarded, but it is rusted and pitted and scratched. Like it's not a functional spear. Like it's not one that even a kobold would use unless it was desperate.
Wow.
I want to come over to where Stumbles is, and I want to shoot a fireball at the curtain.
Okay, but why though?
Fireball.
Okay, but why though?
Because it's got beads on it.
Well, no, that was just me describing a real life. It's just ropes hanging there. It's just rope curtain. It's just a curtain, like. But I was just saying a bead one so that you knew it was the individual strips.
So you said it was
making a doorway.
You said it seems to be. You could see cold air down there, Stumbles.
Well, you feel at your feet.
It's definitely
just
a chill in the
cold
air.
breeze.
There's definitely a chill in the air.
We know this is meant to be a dragon hatchery. And so...
Are you suggesting there is a freaking dragon in there?
No, but depending on the type of dragon, a cold room might make an appropriate incubation area.
I literally just saw that there's actually something to read, so this might give you a bit more information. At the base of these steeply descending steps, a curtain hangs across the passage. It is made from hundreds of heavy rope strips, each about the width of a human hand. The strips are fixed to the ceiling and are long enough to drag on the floor. The curtain extends from wall to wall. The ropes come from a variety of local animal hair and is badly made. The curtain is several layers thick with no gaps, so you can't actually see through it.
So
but there is cold air sweeping through it.
So there are two things that come to my mind, my feline friend. Either this is an incubation room for a bunch of white dragonlings, or we've stumbled upon their fridge.
I am not entirely sure what the fridge is, but that is interesting information to know. How do we proceed? Do we just leave this room alone? Do we move on to the rest of the place? I do not believe this would lead around to where your best friend is waiting, but I'm still wary of anything else that might be waiting for us in this place.
Now, you felines have a taste for meat, don't you? Would you mind sniff around at the foot of those stairs and just see what you can smell?
Tries really hard not to say anything and just will carefully... First of all, I'd like to check the stairs for any traps of any kind.
Okay, roll a perception.
Oh god, that's a 9.
You don't see any obvious signs of traps on the stairs.
I just look back up and go, Now, I cannot see anything. However, we have seen how my performance has been today. Would you care to have a try?
I would like
or
to
do we just trust my judgment?
I'd like to descend to the bottom of the stairs and investigate the curtain.
You would like to investigate the curtain? Okay,
Yes,
you walk down the stairs and please roll an investigation.
Very well, something I'm actually good at, even though it's only +3. That's a 16.
Okay, you look at the ropes. Well, first off, you descend the stairs and nothing is triggered. It seems that these stairs were not trapped. However, you look at the ropes at the bottom of the stairs and you carefully make sure you do not touch any of the ropes. And as you're looking, you see that there are tiny little barbs throughout, coated with something liquid throughout the entirety of the ropes. Like
poison of some description.
Yes, these ropes are all.
And now I know what the broken spear is for. Toss me that spear, would you there, my feline friend?
Are you yelling this up at him?
Yes.
As you yell, toss me that spear, my feline friend. Roll me a luck check.
Alright.
I will say above 50, the bats wake up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
that. Oh god.
Luckily, it's only a 48.
Oh, you got fucking lucky. Some of the bats stir.
Yeah.
But just like stumbled eyes are just wide at the moment. Just go, what the fuck are you doing?
Some of the bats stir, but don't wake up. Stumbles, what do you do?
I will carefully, quietly walk up and pass down the spear without making any noise.
So you pick it up and hand it to him, which means you would need to get to here.
Yes.
Just saying. Yep.
Yes.
Okay, Revane, you now have the rusted spear.
I would like to use it to part the ropes, please.
Yep.
As that seems to be what they're using it for.
Really? Clever.
Okay, and with that, do you want to enter the room?
Yes. Ensuring that I'm using the spear to hold the ropes away, and I don't remove the spear until Stumbles has entered the room if he wants to.
While we're doing this, I'm obviously relaying back what we're seeing to Namia and Amber, just in case anything goes wrong. Telling them in particularly to be quiet in case of bats.
Fair enough.
Not so bats.
Okay. You enter. You enter the room, and the smell of old blood assaults your nose. It is particularly bad for Stumbles. The floor is covered with dried puddles of blood. 4 floor-to-ceiling columns are spaced across the chamber, and chains have been strung between them like a clotheslines. Animal carcasses hang on hooks from the chains, and you see gutted and skinned antelope, deer, goat, and what might be big cats and even a few small bears. At the very back of the room, there are 8 humanoid figures hung up and skinned. Some of this meat has been here for a while, if the smell is a reliable indicator. This room is just a few degrees above freezing.
I look at Stumbles with mock shock on my face, and I point at the big cats.
Stumbles is just like, even with the face mask on, is just like eyes slightly watering from the smell, is just trying not to say anything in case he throws up. Just,
Well, it's not a hatchery, it is indeed a fridge.
And as you look around, you notice that on the floor on this side of the ropes, there is a groove in the ground so that the spear can be placed in it and holds the curtain aside.
I insert the spear.
Yep. The strips have been pulled to the side now, and you can enter and leave freely without fear of being stung.
So this must be what they do when they need to transport meat in and out. So that they don't get hit by the barbs.
Have a design. Seriously, all it does is sting the nostril.
I'd like to investigate just to make sure there's nothing hidden in the fridge.
Okay, roll investigate check.
Let's see. That is an 18.
You look around and other than a few rusty knives on a couple of butcher tables at the back of the cave, there really is nothing of value in this cave. It's literally just the butchery and where it hangs. And as you're investigating, you get closer to the humanoid corpses, and you see that they're more recently killed and skunned and been gutted. Please roll an insight check.
Okay.
Just him or both of us?
Just him, as he's the only one
19.
investigating. Unless you wanted to go over. Oh, you got 19.
No, you got 19, so never mind.
You remember that when you were dropping Amber off as the fake prisoner, the guard mentioned that there were prisoners off doing work detail.
Oh.
And you guess that these are the prisoners after they were deemed not worthy to be taken with them on the road.
I'll just make a sand check.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
And to think I was thinking of grabbing some of this meat to add to the stew later.
I'm very glad you did not.
With that, I will just hang my head, look away, and walk out of the room.
Okay, Stumbles, do you follow?
Yes, they will. Doubles would like to get out of the room.
Both of you, please roll stealth checks again as you walk out.
Yes,
Since that's another 24. That's honest to God the only thing I'm rolling well today with.
That's another 19.
Okay, both. Those are surprisingly very high and both successes.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, if we need meat to distract the bats, we have a large supply of it right behind us.
I wonder if the smell would attract them if we left the door open.
Well, you have left the door open because no one said they took the spear, so...
Yep. Suppose we'll just move away from the door and see what happens.
But yeah, I'd like to get
want to move away from the door and see what happens?
Because if the bats smell that, they're probably going to swarm straight into that room.
Okay. So where would you like to go to get away?
I'd like to go to the other side of the passage. Just where it moves, where it moves into the next area.
I might move in the same area.
Yep. I will say, because we don't have numbers on this map, that this is another area as well.
Yeah.
Just
fair
so
enough.
you know.
Nope, fair deal.
Okay, so you're up here as well, hiding in the doorway. How long would you like to wait?
Not too long, because obviously we still press the time. We do have people looking for us. Maybe a minute, see if if anything happens after that.
Okay. So a minute, Revane, does that sound okay?
Yep, that seems fine.
Okay. After about 30 seconds, you see a rustling in the bats. And then all of a sudden, 10 sturges drop down and fly down the hallway into the meat storage.
Oh, wow, we dodged a bullet with that one.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Just regular bats, my ass.
Well, they're going to be distracted for quite some time. There's a lot of old meat in there. And that should make it safe for Amber and Narmia to come through. I doubt the bats will be interested in them when they have a huge hoard of meat there.
Yes, that is a good point. We should probably move before they finish.
Okay, so what do you want to do, and what do you want the others to do?
I think, yeah, they should...
Okay.
I think they should come up
probably
and join us.
Sure. Oh,
But
we moving further in?
I'm curious about this area on top of this cliff as well.
Oh, this is downwards. Sorry.
Downwards.
That's down. So you're on top of the cliff, and that's down.
What can we see down there?
From where you are, nothing.
I'd like to move to the edge of the cliff and take a look down there.
Okay.
We're here to recon this place. We may as well make sure we recon all of it.
Yep.
No.
Make a perception check for me.
Okay, I'm not bad at these. I'm not good at them either, so... That's
well, I can
only
always
going to
look
be
at
a
you.
12, unfortunately.
12. You see a giant pile of trash.
Stumbles time.
It's their trash dump.
Probably.
Walk up and
Take
make
a
a
look,
perception as well.
Stumbles, my friend.
That's going to be a 16.
16. You also see the giant pile of trash, but it actually, you can see more, you can make out more of what it's actually made out of. And while some of it is just waste from the inhabitants of the cave, there is a lot of trash of stuff that has been looted, such as like chairs and books and the stuff that was deemed useless. With all
It
the...
seems we've... I was going to say, it seems we found the stuff that did not make the treasure hoard.
It's all ramshackle, like it was just chucked in willy-nilly.
Yeah.
I may be a gambling man, my friend Stumbles. What would you put money on them having accidentally left the odd valuable piece or two down there?
If I'm betting against you, 10 minutes of pure silence once this is over.
Very well, I shall take that bet, and I jump down into the dump. I can make acrobatics if you want me to.
No, it's just climbing down the cliff. They're only about 10 feet each, so it'll just take you a minute or two to climb down.
Again, Stumbles is obviously waiting at the top while getting Nami and that to come over and pretty much just going, it seems despite needing to make move, our friend has decided to go throw himself in the trash.
Okay, so you, Revane, jump down. So Stumbles, you're staying up here?
Yeah.
Okay, and we're getting Nami and Amber to walk over while he's rummaging around?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want them to make a stealth check to try and get past the bats without disturbing them, or would you like them to just walk through?
I mean, I can try and get Amber to roll a stealth. Don't know how well that's going to go, but, never say never.
Yep.
It's a 13 for Amber.
Okay. Both of the bulky, heavy armor wearers slowly make their way through the cave, and a couple of times there's a couple of clangs as their weapons hit their armor, but luckily enough they make it up safe and sound without disturbing the bats. And that took them about 3-4 minutes.
So there'll be enough time for Revane to
search the trash.
In the 3-4 minutes, Revane has searched maybe 1/3 to nearly 1/2 of the trash.
I've rolled a 15 on my investigation, by the way, in case you needed an investigation roll.
So far, you haven't found anything. But you have only searched...
Yeah, there's a lot of trash.
Yeah, you have only searched half of the trash pile at the moment.
I'll keep searching.
So how long would you like to search for?
Remembering we still
I'd
have
like to do a thorough search. Probably not more than 20 minutes, though. My nostrils, I kind of block them, but I'm sort of used to the smell. It reminds me of the slums of Menzoberranzan, where I was born, so I just continue searching, doing as thorough a search as possible.
Okay. So you're doing another search. You're going to keep searching. Stumbles, what are you and Amber doing while he's spending multiple minutes down there? Are you just going to stand here and watch, or are you just going to try and take positions to watch?
Yeah, we might... A part of me wants to secure the room where the Sturgis is, though that's not a threat, as big a threat anymore. On the other hand, really maybe get the two ladies to sort of position themselves to at the opening of the next area, and I might try and see if I can very quickly remove the spear to close the beads while the Sturgis are still inside.
Okay, well, Namia and Amber take up positions just looking in. It's quite dark, so while they do have dark vision, they still can't make out too much of what's in there. You would need to enter to find out what's in there.
Yep.
Can you please just make me a stealth check?
That's a 24 again.
You go down, yank out the spear.
Just pull it back out very quickly before it closes around my arms.
The curtain rustles back into place, and you hear a slight shuffling of wings before they calm down again and keep feeding on the carcasses.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Another 5 minutes pass, and Revane, you find one worthwhile item. It is a pouch full of 6 ornamental gems that are worth 10 gold pieces each, and 8 semi-precious gems worth 50 gold each.
Ooh, score.
Okay.
Always bet on the stupidity of kobolds.
Please roll a perception check while you're looking at these gems.
Let's see, come on.
Okay, there'll be no living with him after this.
18.
Luckily, you're keeping an ear out, so you hear the 4 troglodytes crawl out of cracks at the top of the rubbish pile.
Oh no.
So it's not a round of surprise, but everyone please roll initiative.
Alright.
$17.
21.
I suppose I should probably roll. Do you want me to roll for Amber, or are you rolling for Amber?
I've already rolled everything for Amber when I was preparing. What was yours, Stumbles?
17.
17. Okay. And luckily enough, Revane, you go first.
Okay, so first of all, I'd like to expend all of my movement to climb up to where Stumbles is.
Okay, so climbing up during combat, because these are 10 foot. Yeah, these will be acrobatics.
Let's see, I don't get advantage when I'm not blade singing, but it's still one of my things that I'm good at, so that's going to be a 15.
Yep, that pass. Gotta remember to merge the layers. Yep, so that's... There you go, so you've made it up 1.
Yep, I'd like to attempt to climb the other one. I'll do another acrobatics. That's a 14.
That's a pass. You make it up to the top.
Then, I turn around and I shoot a firebolt at troglodyte number 2, I believe that is, closest to where we are.
Yep, and is that a verbal spell?
Is firebolt a verbal spell? I believe it may be. Let me check. Oh yeah, because the bats. In that case...
Oh no.
In that...
wouldn't it make more sense to light the actual pile of stuff on fire instead?
Yeah.
That would be a really dumb idea, because then everyone would know exactly where we are.
It doesn't have to be said at a particular... It just needs to be said. So I can whisper the incantation. So whisper the incantation, and actually, yes, I would like to, instead of targeting the troglodyte just
sh-
target the
I
rubbish.
should never have brought that up. Oh, I shouldn't have brought that up as a thing. Oh no.
Okay, well, you're not going to need to roll to
Yep.
target the rubbish, but I would like you to make 2 luck checks. The first one, if you roll under a 20, the bats will wake up. The second one, if you roll under a 50, the rubbish will light on fire.
Okay, so the first one was
Yeah, I just realized
18.
this whole plan might be a bad idea.
So the first one was 18.
Yep.
As you whisper, it still wakes up some of the
no.
bats, and they just go crazy and start flying around the room.
And now the
Nothing
door
happens
to the,
yet as they start flying.
Now the door to the meat room is sealed as well.
Yes, so
And the
there's no
second,
sturges flying around.
second luck check,
We left it
11.
there. Huh.
The a fire starts on the rubbish pit.
We have.
It's not a big one yet, but
Yeah,
it
but
is
give it
about
5.
a 5-foot. Why are you?
Yeah.
Because I've got
This is a
there
pot
is
choice.
a 5-foot thing of fire in the middle of the fire.
We just lit fire in a giant pit full of friggin' furniture. This is only going to end well. Not to mention, the smoke will probably wake most of the bats up, and anyone who didn't
Oh,
know
the
where
bats
we
are all
were,
awake.
who was
Yeah.
already looking for us.
I'm banking
good,
on the
good.
fact that the smoke will panic them into going the other direction, because, you'd think that their instinctual response would be to fly away from the fire.
The good
Makes sense.
news is that the majority of this dungeon is downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Going in here, going down these stairs is going further down. Down these stairs is further down, and then you come back up here.
Right.
So
Well, that's a plus.
there is a high possibility that the smoke will just be funneled out.
Excellent.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah, there's always a possibility.
Yep.
Okay, Revane, anything else?
No, that is it.
Okay, then it was Namia with a 19.
Oh, wow.
And she just... She's just going to stay where she is and see what happens. And with that, it is Stumble's turn.
Yeah, I might just hold my reaction, see how this goes first. Maybe just, keep an eye in case anyone else comes along. But otherwise, I feel like those guys are pretty much trapped down there. Eventually, that fire's going to spread. Unless they manage to get up here, we should be fairly safe.
Okay. Now it is the Troglodyte's turn, and they're all just gonna... They're... all got dark vision, so they have sunlight sensitivity. So when the fire starts up, they all shy away,
Oh, good.
and they're gonna spend their first turn just trying to get away from the fire.
And I luckily
almost
don't
got-
have sunlight sensitivity because I'm only half.
Because you're only half drow. Wow, you actually came up with a decent idea
Yeah.
on this. It was complete bullshit, but it worked somehow. Oh, kudos.
This one makes it up the first cliff. Okay, now it is Amber's turn. What's Amber gonna do?
Might continue the just whole thing of just sitting here and waiting to see what happens first.
Okay. Okay, it's the start of the round again. And what I'm going to do is, Revane, you're going to take your turn first. And then on initiative count 20, I'm going to roll a luck check.
Very well. Okay, I would like to shoot a firebolt at Troglodyte number 2, who's starting to climb up. And that is going to be a 19 to hit.
You're going to need to move here to do that, because there is a pillar here.
Oh yeah,
that
that's
okay?
fine. I can move there.
So
So that's a
19 to hit?
Yep.
that's a hit.
That is 10 points of fire damage.
You hurt this guy a lot. And he falls
Right.
back down and has to start climbing again. Okay, now it is... No, initiative count number 20, and I'm going to roll a luck check. I'll say if it's under 30, something will happen.
Yep. 30% chance.
Unluckily, the fire keeps going, but it only spreads another 5 feet in every direction.
So it doesn't spread very far, but it's still going. But it's enough to make them run towards the cliff, and if we hit them, they'll fall back down.
Okay, it is Namia's turn now. She is actually going to walk through the bat storm, and here you guys are on the edge of it, so you still get to attack normally. And she's going to fire her crossbow at troglodyte number 3. And what does she get with her crossbow? It's... crossbow is still dexterity, isn't it? So it's +4. No, that is definitely a miss, unfortunately. She's going to save her action surge. That means it is now Stumble's turn.
Short bow, I guess. If we're just keeping these things on the cliff, I'll just take the one that's trying to climb up.
So number 2 or number 1?
Number 2.
So you're going to need to move behind Revane.
Yep. And does a 12 hit by any chance?
Just hits.
Oof. Alright, lucky me, I guess. Until I rolled my damage, that's going to be 6 points of damage.
This troglodyte falls back into the trash.
Okay. Wow. Yippee for minimum damage.
It is now troglodyte number 1's turn. And he is going to run up and make an athletics check to get up the cliff. And he succeeds. He gets up the cliff, and he is going to take a strike at Revane, for Revane was the one that started the fire.
Yes, we didn't start the fire.
Destroyed his house.
And he actually gets a multi-attack.
He does.
Oh, no.
With 3 attacks.
Oh, no.
What is your AC at
right now, it is 16.
Oh, he's not blade singing. Crap.
16.
Oh, I do have contingencies. It's fine.
Yeah.
All 3 of those hit.
Okay. What's the plus? What's the to hit on all of them?
They rolled a 12, a 13, and a 13 plus 4. So that's a 16, a 17, and a 17.
All right. As a reaction, I cast Shield, pumping my AC up to. Let me check. My AC goes up to 21 until the start of my next turn.
Okay. He stands there dumbfounded as his claws just bounce off. Number 4 and 3 are both going to try and climb the first cliff. And I'll make 2 athletics. What is their strength? That's... troglodyte number 4 makes it up. Troglodyte number 3 falls back down.
Wonderful. Yay.
What I wanted to do. Okay, it is now Amber's turn.
Now, do we want to go with crossbow, or do we think maybe go with the hammer on this one?
Yeah,
I'm thinking
I reckon she can go up and hammer him. He won't be able to.
Yeah.
He seems to be quite damaged already.
Alright, well, she'll go up and try to clock this one with the hammer.
Okay. Roll to hit then.
That's only a 10. That's not going to do it, is it?
No. 10 unfortunately misses.
Yeesh, didn't learn that from the cousins.
I think she goes to like swing, and maybe like some of the bats kind of like block her shot a little bit.
Well, yes, where she is, that's why she didn't get advantage on the flank, because the bat line goes.
Yep.
I hate that.
It just sounds like something that Batman would use as a zip line. Yes, just use my trusty bat line.
Yes. Okay, Revane, it is your turn.
I will draw my second scimitar, and as a bonus action, using my offhand scimitar, I will attack troglodyte number 1 in front of me.
Okay, roll to hit.
And that will be a 16 to hit.
That is a hit.
And that will be for damage. 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage on troglodyte 1. You stab him in the shoulder and he growls at you.
Okay, still up. Alright, I'll attack with my normal scimitar.
Yep.
That is a 22 to hit, not nat.
That is a hit.
And that is 10 points of damage.
As he's growling at you and saying something in the troglodyte language, you stab him in the throat and his words die off.
Lovely. What I was trying to do was I was hoping I would kill him with the second scimitar and then use my normal action to firebolt one of the other ones, but this'll do.
Yep.
And that's
thing to worry about.
And then I would like to move behind Stumbles.
Okay. So there?
Yep, and that's my turn.
Okay. It is initiative count 20. Okay. Under 50, something will happen. Someone must have thrown alcohol or something flammable in this rubbish pile, because
the kobold.
there is suddenly a large explosion and the entire rubbish tip goes up in flames, consuming troglodyte number 3. And you just hear his primitive screams as he's burnt alive in the conflagration.
Well, that's subtle.
Ravane's eyes.
However, that was a massive explosion.
Yes, very subtle.
Okay, it is Nami's turn, and she's just going to try and shoot at troglodyte number 4. This time, she hits and only deals 5 damage to the troglodyte, damaging it a little bit, and the bolt sticks out of its shoulder. Stumbles, your turn.
Okay, well, might as well keep going with the bow until this thing's dead. See if I can push it back to the fires from whence it came.
Okay.
14? Seriously, these tech rolls, what the hell?
That hits.
Oh, good. And this time it's going to be 10 points of piercing damage, but it's nothing.
You fire your bow and hit this troglodyte, and it transfixes in his chest, and he stumbles backwards and falls right on the edge of the cliff, teetering over. He's dead, but he has not fallen into the fire.
Fair enough. Okay, we need to leave this area right now because anyone that heard that is probably coming straight here.
Nami lost 1 bolt. Sorry, talking to myself.
Yep.
That's okay. But yes,
yeah. Let us run. Let us...
Right, sorry, before we continue, take just a 5-minute break to go to the toilet or anything, because I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Right. Sure, I'll go grab a Dr. Pepper. But before I do that, everyone listening, if you're enjoying the session so far, don't forget to check out our Patreon and check out all the cool rewards. And remember that we have plenty more to come this week. We've got some more D&D on Thursday in our main campaign, and we have Call of Cthulhu Delta Green on Friday, and tomorrow I and M2 shall be streaming a classic computer role-playing game. You'll find out which one it is if you tune in.
Ah, clever boy.
Yes.
Keep them guessing, keep them guessing, keep them wanting more.
But for those those of you who are into tabletop stuff, you'll get a kick out of this game because it is very heavily tabletop inspired. And it is a classic that many younger people these days have not had a chance to experience for themselves, so you'll probably enjoy it.
Okay, I'm back. Is anyone else back?
I'm back.
I'm back.
Back here?
You're all
okay.
here.
Cool. Sorry about that. Okay. Right, before you guys do anything, do you take time to grab your arrows and bolts that you fire?
Well, considering mine's probably in the troglodytes that have gone into the fire and whatnot, I'm willing to go without the two that I've lost here.
Okay, if that's the case, Namia does not go to get hers. That means she lost 2 bolts. Okay. What do you guys do now?
Again, as I've pointed out, anyone that's heard this explosion is probably already on their way here, so making us guess might be a good idea.
Yes, I would...
I'm guessing the bats have buggered off at this point, because, Matt...
At this point, the smoke has been enough to get rid of them.
Sounds about right.
Cleared them all out. I would like to just run into the... Well, we don't need to... Do we need to run? Or do we have time to creep into the next area?
Oh, we're going to... Okay.
It's only the trash pile that is on fire.
Yeah.
Nothing up here was flammable. But there is slowly smoke coming out. And at the moment, it is just funneling out the way you came.
And even if we're going to fight Cyan Wrath here, we don't want to be obscured by the smoke. So...
Yeah.
I would like to slowly and cautiously make my way into the next area.
Slowly and cautiously, but not stealthing?
No, I'm gonna stealth.
Oh, yeah, I'll stealth if he's stealthing then.
No, please don't. I'd prefer if you make a better target.
No, I've got +6 on my stealth. That's a 25, so I will stealth.
I got a 20 on mine.
Nami is a suitable target on her own.
You really should stop using her as a human shield before she starts using you as a shield. Because that's going to happen at some point. She will just pick you up and put you in the path of the goddamn...
She's the fighter, that's what she's for.
I know, but she's also an angry fighter and isn't a fan of your work at this point.
Okay, so you guys slowly stealth in. Namia and Amber stay at the doorway until they're given the all clear by you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you guys walk in. As you're walking in, please do a perception check for me.
Ooh, okay.
That's a 22.
Okay.
16.
As you guys walk in, you notice I'm just going to lower the screen for a second. It will be back in just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Please hold.
Picture of the dog with the plug in his mouth.
Pretty much.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh wow, there is a feat that lets you dual wield halberds.
Wait, what?
Explain you.
Dual wielder feat.
Explain later.
So, you will what now?
Dual wielder feat.
Actually, probably should.
Yeah, I'll tell you after.
Okay, well, Oh, yeah, please tell me about this lady.
Yeah.
Oh,
As you both walk in, you see one winged kobold
Yep.
just standing on the edge of the cliff.
it's just by itself. Nothing around it.
He's by himself, and he has not seen you as you stealthed in.
Is he looking towards the cliff?
At the moment, he is just looking out towards this lowered area. Is there anything to read out here? No, there is not.
So he's looking down and away from us.
Pretty much.
Should we kill him?
Cool. I was about to just say I was going to go up and get him, but
Okay, yeah, if you could go up and kill him, then go do it. Because I think we should kill him.
Your stealth is technically higher, but, I'm guessing if he hasn't noticed either of us, it's a safe
Yeah.
bet.
Well, you'll be able to deal more damage to him up close, so...
What was your perception roll again? Sorry?
True.
Mine was 16.
Mine was 22.
Okay, give me...
Dumbo has good eyes.
I didn't want to go down. There you go. You see the winged kobold, but you also see a trap on the floor.
Ah.
Are we standing on it?
No, that's why I moved you back. I wasn't going to do that for you because I didn't ask you where you wanted to go. I just put you there.
Well then,
do you
point
point
first, then murder?
Do you point
yes,
it out
I will
to me?
obviously point this. Yes, I will point that one out.
Well, both of you found it
Yeah.
because you both had above 15.
I'd like to make
Yeah.
an acrobatics check to leap over the trap area.
You don't just want to deactivate it so the rest of us can walk over
The
properly?
trap is a pitfall, but it is only 5 foot.
Ah,
It is only a 5 foot pitfall trap. So now that you guys know where it is, you can go.
Alright, we'll
around
just
it.
walk around it. Just
Yep.
point it out to the
Don't
other
need
two.
to jump around it.
Yeah, I'll point it out to the other two, and then yes, I would like to sneak up behind the kobold and introduce my sword to him.
Hopefully
I'm sure
you
I'd like a
can-
close-up look at it.
Hopefully you can kill him in one round.
Hopefully, we shall see.
Okay, so you stealth up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We know
Roll
Stumble's is good at
to
killing
hit.
things.
He is. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits a wind
Yes.
kobold.
Outstanding. And 10 points of damage. That's not
That
it.
kills the winged kobold dead. You
Just Assassin's Creed
Flick
style,
out your-
just come up behind and just put the sword right behind him.
Oh, and your
Yes.
tabaxi retractable claws are the hidden blade.
Oh my god, yes. Not even
I was
using
going
the
to say,
sword.
you walk up behind him, extend your claws, and he hears the slight flick, but
Yes.
then he feels raking across his neck,
Oh.
and then just warmth flooding down his chest.
Yep.
And before he figures out what it is,
He's dead.
He's gone.
he...
Numbers. Has had enough of all of this bullshit. I feel better a little bit now.
Okay,
Yes.
Well,
what do you do
That-
now that you are in this room? And do you 3 enter?
Yeah, I'll enter, making sure to still remain stealthed, but I'll motion for Namia and Amber to come along behind me.
What are you guys doing in this room now?
So what is that pit?
okay, so
You can investigate it.
You see a large pit.
investigate.
Well, I would assume perception to look
Yeah,
down
you've
there.
got the investigation.
Yeah, I've got the
I was gonna say
investigation.
perception
You've
would
got the
probably work better.
perception.
19 in perception. What do my kitty eyes see in the dark?
Perception. You see that in one corner there's a couple of not blankets, but like large sheets of cloth piled up in the corner, and you see some bones, cracked bones, littered around the floor. On the corner, on the wall, on the stairs heading down, there's a rack of like a whip and a short sword and like a shield. And what looks to be other training tools.
So clearly there was something down there they were training or feeding. The sturges, maybe?
My question is it still down there and just hidden in the shadows? I want to open up one of my...
There is a...
Yep.
There is a gate here stopping anything
from coming
walking
out.
up and down the stairs. Yeah, there is a fence and a gate.
Maybe we just err on the side of caution and leave this alone?
I want to
If it's locked in there,
I want to take a shred of raw meat that I took when I was searching the fridge, and I just want to throw it down into the pit.
Okay. You throw the shred of meat down into the pit and wait a couple of seconds, and nothing happens.
Perhaps it was.
I think we could conclude that nothing is down there.
I am perfectly
Unless
fine
it has
with
no
this.
taste for particularly pungent meat.
Either way, as long as it's not our problem to deal with. We will make a note of this for later, though, for if anyone else wishes to venture in here.
I believe we should continue on to the next room.
That would be wise.
But I don't like that there's nothing in there. Let's move on. I would like to remain stealthed if Stumbles is remaining stealthed.
Aye.
Okay, please roll new stealth rolls,
Yep.
Oh, it's new stealth rolls.
as you've both done actions in
Big money, big money, big money.
Wow, only 13
That's only
this time.
I got an 18. You might actually get caught this time.
Yeah, my plus
Okay.
6 on stealth is not working at the moment.
So you guys are just heading down the stairs?
No, I'm checking for traps, for Christ's sake.
Yes.
I have learned my lesson. Once was enough.
Every time before I take a step onto the stairs, I just tap the step in front of me with the edge of my scimitar.
So roll to see if I notice anything on the steps.
Yes, roll perception.
And I'd say 20, not nat.
As you start walking towards the stairs, you see the roof is uneven and there's some wooden planks across holding rocks in the ceiling. And there is an almost barely perceptible rope hidden in the wall leading down to the top step of the stairs leading down.
A crude but effective trap. Rocks fall, everyone dies. Clever.
But how is it
So
triggered?
now that you guys know about it, you can step over the step.
Yeah, just
lovely.
over the step.
Yep, you just
over
step
the goddamn
over
step.
the step that triggers that trap. And I would still like to tap the steps in front of me with the tip of my scimitar as I move down them just in case.
Including the first step?
No, the one that we know triggers the trap I will leave alone, but the rest of them I'll just tap them with the tip of my scimitar before I step onto them.
Okay, you head down and none of the steps seem to be trapped.
Yay.
None of the other steps seem to be trapped.
As long as we avoid that one, definitely make a note of those stairs for if we need to.
I'll just say that the others are with you, but I'm not moving them at the moment.
Yeah.
So you guys make it down to the bottom of the stairs. You can't see into this room yet.
Well, let's just stealth in.
Hey.
Okay, you can keep the stealth checks that you have. And you walk to the edge, and you see...
You're good at sneaking.
Yes.
Once again, I just need to drop the stream for a second.
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da,
Oh, wait, no, I don't, because I've already fucking modified the monsters. I forgot about that. Forgot about that. I went beforehand and modified it all, so I wouldn't have to do that.
I do have to say that your violet fungus trap inspired me, and so there may or may not be something cool in the greenhouse on Thursday.
Feed me, Seymour!
But bulb is just going to burn the place down. Anyway, that's for Thursday.
That's for Thursday.
You see...
Survive cave now, loot rich people later.
You see 3 winged kobolds. And winged kobold number 3 passed his perception check to hear Revane, who only had a 13.
On the goddamn step.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Probably tapping
for
the
someone to walk
steps
around.
with my scimitar probably made a bit of noise.
No.
They're all sitting there with their slings out, just prepared.
Very
So they
well.
know he's coming, but they don't know I'm coming.
That was the wrong...
Well, either way, so someone's taking a friggin' sling if they go to do anything.
Well, I'd like to...
Well, not necessarily. It just means that they're not going to be surprised.
Yeah. Well, we could take them.
Ah.
It's only 3.
True. Alrighty then. So, I suppose we best deal with them, because I know where we're coming up to, and I'd really rather not take any damage from this, because what comes next is going to suck.
Yep. But I'm prepared. Still have a surprising amount of gas in the tank, so... Shall we roll initiative?
You're just going to run in and try and take him out?
Well, if we have a chance to do something before we enter, I would like to begin blade singing. And then run into the room.
So how many blade songs do you have? Do you only have
I've got 2.
1 left?
Well, I got them back from the short rest, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, well, you would like to start blade singing, okay. Well, anyone else want to do anything?
So we can't attack them before combat, can we?
No, because there is no surprise round.
Yeah, so not a ton that I can do here on this one. Alright, well, just...
Okay, so everyone roll initiative then.
Very well. Initiative...
Here we go again.
Or
16. Stumble.
22.
16.
What?
Keep getting
So
bloody
plus 5 to
22s on my
bleeding.
initiative.
And
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have a +5 to friggin' initiatives here. I'm still somehow going in the middle of the order.
Keep
Yeah, well,
rolling
none, you got a
18.
4.
It's like, I'm pretty sure most of my dice rolls today have been 18 on various things.
My only good rolls have been on perception or stealth. Anything else, Stumble has fucked horribly with.
Okay, Revane, it is your turn first.
Very well. I would like to
If I
run
can
up
go.
to Winged Kobold number 2.
Okay, and as you round the corner, all 3 had readied reactions.
Yep. My AC is
So-
currently 20.
Okay, so that is 3 sling attacks coming your way. And the highest any one of those got was a 19, so you're lucky.
Yep, to just bat
Aw.
them out of the way with my scimitars.
Yep.
I run up
And
to...
you run up to number
Yep,
2, was
Winged
it?
Kobold number 2. I attack him with my main scimitar.
Yep.
And that will be a... Oh, nat 20.
Okay.
God, I'm
Uh,
gonna save that for the next fight.
yeah, watch me not roll one in the next fight. That's going to be 26 points of damage.
Oh,
God.
yeah, he is just vaporized into...
It's just, yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, yeah, friggin' like anime, we just cut into
Yeah.
him, there's nothing for like 5 seconds, and then just explode.
Yeah.
Then
There is nothing left of him.
Then I run up to Winged Kobold number 1.
Okay, so 5.
There's gonna be nothing left by the time we get in there.
30, 35. Just enough movement
Yep,
speed.
yeah.
Oh, no, your movement speed's
Yeah,
higher, isn't it?
I know, because I'm blade
Yeah.
singing, so it's 60 at the
Yeah.
moment. Then
Oh, yeah,
I
okay.
use my bonus action to attack him with my offhand scimitar. And that will be
Yep.
Let me know.
a 20 to hit, non-nat.
Yep, that's a hit.
And for damage, that will be 9 points of damage.
That is enough to kill him. You slice into him and pull your scimitar out of his clavicle, and he just falls to the ground and groans as he bleeds out.
And I just smile as the blood gushes over my face, and that's the end of my turn.
Yeah.
It is now Kobold number 3's turn.
Oh, well, look at him go. He gets a shot.
Yeah.
Avenge your fellow comrades.
And seeing as he only knows Revane's here,
Yeah, just goes
he's
to
going
me.
to fly. He's going to
You're
fly
the only
up,
one in here.
fly up
Oh,
above
poor guy.
Revane,
Which means
and
he
he's
gets
going to
advantage.
try and drop a rock.
Big rock drop.
And doesn't get pack tactics because you just killed his pack.
Yep.
Oh, he's trying so hard on his own. Look at him go.
And that is 20 exactly.
Oh,
Oh.
What did
Well,
you say your AC was?
AC's
21 or 20?
Yep, 20. So I'm hit.
20, so he
so
hit you.
hit.
I wish
Good
I
idea.
could have saved that 26 damage for the next room.
That is 1d6 plus 3. That is 8 damage to Revane.
8 damage, I go
Wow.
down to 11
That is not something you want to hear before the boss fight.
with Cyanrath, yes.
Yeah, because he will just legitimately tear your ass a new one.
You rockhead.
Okay. So it is now Stumble's turn.
Okay, well, he's still in the air, isn't he?
Yes. He's within
Oh.
melee range if you get close to him, but yes, he is in the air.
Oh, so he's in. So if I get up to him, I can still go with the sword.
You can still go with the sword, but it will be disadvantage because he will be above you.
Hell with that.
Actually, no, sorry, he's still within melee range, yes, so.
So I can either hit him with the sword or just
Yeah.
go with the bow.
Literally, what he's basically done is he's flown up just high enough to hold the rock just above Revane's head and he's just dropped it on his face.
Oh, so he's just bogged him.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's like 5 feet up, so.
Oh, okay. So yeah, no stumbles. Will if I can hit him with the sword, I'll go and just jump like you do, like for an anime style run, just leap into the air and just go at him with the sword.
Yep.
Oh, there's finally a decent roll. It's going to be 25 to hit.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit on a winged kobold.
Gee, I don't know, man. We could check. And oh, this poor bastard. That's max. So that's going to be 11 points of damage.
Yes, he goes down with a grunt and bleeds out on the floor.
Oh,
When
Okay, now that that fight is over, you guys take a second to look around and thin mattresses of straw covered with badly cured furs form small beds that are haphazardly positioned around the chamber. Smats. Rats and small lizards scurry through the food scraps and moldy wineskins littering the floor. This was, or looks like it was, the kobold barracks.
they really should treat their kobolds better. How do they expect loyalty from them? I suppose fear is one way of doing it, but it just seems wrong is all.
if they're rank and file, they don't deserve any recognition. And with that, I uncork my last potion of healing that I've been saving since Greenest. And I drink it.
Does that bring your health up to?
We shall see. Just gonna roll it. It's 2d4 plus 2.
Yep.
I regain 7 hit points, bring me up to 18.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you all would have used all your hit dice, wouldn't you?
Yes, I did use them before,
Yep.
and yeah, that was my last healing potion, so I used one when we entered and one now, so...
Okay, well then.
Namia and Amber enter, and their innate sense of direction tells them that they are very close, so Namia is going to use her health potion that she's been saving.
Yep.
And
We had-
I'm thankfully
We had
back to
2
full
each,
after
didn't we?
the.
Because Governor Knight gave
she
us 6.
used
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
She used one last session, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah. I used both
5
of mine in
health
this
gain.
dungeon.
I think I've only got the one at the moment.
Well, I know I
Used
used
some at the
one
point.
when I entered and I went in that room with all the things. I used one in there, and so I've used one now. So
Yeah.
mine are both gone.
Right. Yep.
Okay. What would you guys?
So we're best, yeah. I was gonna say, obviously, Stumbles is pointing out. Pretty much worked out that the only room that's really left at this point is the one with
Cyanrath. But
Cyanrath in it.
I'd like to investigate the barracks because we know the kobolds do have a propensity to collect shiny things if they can, so you never know. And that will be a 14.
14. You spend the next 10 minutes searching the room, and you find... I need to convert all this to GP because we don't use silver and copper.
Oh, so there's money 15, in here.
22 plus... You find 60 gold pieces.
Uh-huh. I hand 20 each to Narmia and Stumbles, and while I'm handing it over to them, I also give them each 2 of the gems from before that are worth 50 each. So, gems worth 100 to each of them.
Okay, how much do you give to... Sorry? How much gold did you give to...
So of this gold that we found, I give them each 20.
20.
And
okay,
I also
I'm just
give
writing
them,
down notes so I can put it on Namia's sheet later.
Yeah. And gems
the 2
worth
gems.
100.
Yep. Okay, you also find dozens upon dozens of dragon-themed talismans and amulets, which are carved from bone, soapstone, wood, ivory. Most of them are, kobold levels of workmanship. However, there's 4 made of ivory, and these ones seem to be made quite unique with a savage artistic flair. And one of these is worth 50 gold, one of these is worth 60 gold, one of these is worth 70 gold, and one of them is worth 100 gold. If sold to the correct people.
So just keep them as a set and hold on to them for
Yeah,
now?
we'll just keep the whole set, and if we're
if
able to sell them, we'll divide up the money.
Yeah, I was going to say, we can definitely sell them as a set, but we could always take just 1 each for now and wear them as a thing. Nice little group thing since there's 4 of them.
May I make a religion check to determine if they are related to Tiamat?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. 18.
These 1 or 2 seem to have been started with the intention of having multiple heads, but obviously the kobold who tried to craft it was not skilled enough and ended up just hacking off the head that didn't work properly, and none of them are particularly linked to anything. They are just the kobold's fascination with dragons.
The 2 that did begin as homages to Tiamat, though, I toss them on the ground immediately, and I prepare a firebolt in my hand.
Are you going to burn these despite them being worth stuff?
These 2...
Oh, wait.
Were you asking about the 4 that were worth something, or just the...
Yeah, the 4 that were worth
the 4 that were worth something are... No.
Okay.
These are just... well done singular dragons.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. I won't destroy them.
No.
I was going to destroy them.
Thank you.
No. Those are just normal ones. But that is everything that you find in this room.
Very well.
Okay,
we know what
how
awaits.
prepared are we to go and fight the... Yeah. Oh, boy. So... how do we want to go about doing this?
Well, Stumbles, you said there was only him and one other person in the room, if I recall.
As I thought, there were only the 2 in there.
As such, I believe... well, we're going to have to fight him in either case, so I say we boldly march forward.
If it, has an idea, just hear me out. If we really need to beat a hasty retreat, a good idea would be to possibly lure him to these stairs with that trap still set. The rock may not have dropped on us, but it would be fun to see if he copped a few to the head, if you know what I mean.
I like that idea, but would he not be aware that the trap is there?
See, I was counting on him being so unbelievably mad at you that he wouldn't think of that, but like I said, it is just an idea in case anything goes wrong.
Touché. That's a good backup plan, actually. If we need to, we can flee back through the tunnel and try to lure him into the trap.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Well then, I should take sword out and go. We know what is to come. Let us get this over with.
Very well. As we make our way towards Cyanrath's room, just before we enter, I would like to cast Blur on myself.
Okay.
The return of the blur.
With my
It's
last
Blur
level
number
2
2.
spell slot. Yep.
Okay.
Doom, doom, doom.
So who's going first?
I vote
And
Revane.
what exactly are you doing?
Alright, so before I enter the room, I use my last level 2 spell slot to cast Blur. And
Yep.
then I begin tapping my feet, bearing my scimitar, and I blade dance into the room, activating my blade song.
So no stuff, you're just gonna
Just gonna walk
burst
straight
into
in.
the room.
Yep,
Can't stop rotating.
only holding one
Okay, so
scimitar.
you walk. Okay, so you walk in holding one. Who is going next? And whereabouts are they stopping? Or
Question. Since obviously I control 2 of these characters, and I really don't know. Would it make more sense to send Nami up second with her higher AC just to be safe? Then I can sneak in. We can have Amber bring up the rear just in case. Yes, no, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. I think that's a sound
between the
tactic.
two of you, you gotta decide. Oh. So where do you want her to stop? Just there, or do you want her to actually enter the room as well?
Yeah, and have her
She's
enter
not really
next to
gonna
me.
get anything by trying to be stealthy, but yeah.
Have her
You
enter
go
next to
in.
me.
Now, can I go in stealthily?
She can prevent me being flanked.
I mean, I will say that any perception check they do to find stumbles will be at disadvantage because they're looking at the giant and the crazy sword-wielding wizard.
I like this. So stealth it is. Definitely stealth it is. Roll for stealth. To get in the room.
Yes, please.
I'll give me a high roll because I want that disadvantage to tick. Oh, thank you. That's going to be another 24. I've rolled 17 on my stealth check so many times today.
Okay.
And Amber can just remain.
Okay, so where did you want to actually go into the room?
Would I be able, with my insane stealth roll, be able to get back around to that pillar where I was hiding before when I was looking at them, or would they notice me before then?
I feel like if you were to do that, they would notice you because you'd have to go in front of Namia.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere else in the room I can hide for the time being?
Anywhere over here would be fine. For now.
Alright, well, I'll just stick in the corner of that room
Yeah,
for
yep.
now.
And I'll leave Amber where she is, and she can run in and have backup ready afterwards if you want.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay. Revane, you run in. Do you say anything as you run in, or are you just running in?
I just run in, and as I run in, I look at him, acknowledge him, and say, hello again.
He turns around from the altar. That he was bent over, and he goes, "You've still survived, it seems. I was hoping you would have died of your injuries, but don't know whether to be disappointed or pleased that you survived."
I just shrug and I say,
Bit of
well...
mix of both, I think.
I just shrug and I say, well, if you wanted me to die, try not to resurrect me next time.
Yes, well, I wasn't expecting you to come into our camp and wreak havoc.
I smile and I say, well, you should know. We have unfinished business. Now, you will die. And I just rush towards him.
Okay, everybody roll,
Initiative.
initiative, please.
Very well. Watch this be the one time I roll really crap initiative today. Or a
16 for a stumble.
Or a 24.
So what?
I'll take that.
16
God.
stumbles. Revane got
24.
24.
20 to
Makes
my
sense.
initiative.
Yeah, which makes a lot of sense considering he's just bolted straight in and gone.
And Namia got a 12. She is going to roll off with something else. And she goes after that something else.
Wait, there's something else.
Oh, there is a
there's something.
barbarian here.
Yeah, there's that barbarian.
Ah, but I'm guessing.
sorry,
yeah, but
Berserker.
I feel like if it had been the barbarian,
Yeah,
I feel like if it
Revane
had been the
don't care
berserker,
about
you
him.
would have said the berserker.
Revane doesn't
Alright,
care
so I
about
guess we're
that
fighting
guy.
the berserker then.
Okay,
Right.
Revane, as you run forward, you just run straight at...
I run
Language
straight at
Dresser?
Cyan Wrath.
Yep.
I cast Booming Blade, and as part of that, I make a melee attack with my scimitar. I only have one drawn at the moment. That's a nat 20. That's a 26.
Oh
Is
my
that
God.
it?
Fucking hell! 2 nat 20s in a row. Okay, yep.
Yeah, and now watch me roll like 1 on the damage or something. Actually, that is 9 plus 4. That is 13. That is 26 damage altogether.
Oh my god!
And an arc of
26.
lightning shoots out from my blade with the booming blade, and if he moves more than 5 feet voluntarily before the end of my next turn, he will take some damage. Then I will use my bonus action to disengage,
Yep.
and I will run behind the pillar to the left, so that if he tries his lightning breath, the pillar will give me cover. And that's my turn.
Okay. After that, it is initiative round 20. Someone please roll a d6 for me, and on a 5 or a 6, something will happen.
Alright, I'll roll 1.
Who's rolling?
2.
You sure?
2.
Rolled a
Nothing
two.
happens.
Good.
It is Amber's turn. What do you want, Amber? Do you want her to stay hidden,
Me.
or...
Oh.
'cause they don't know that she's there yet. She's not in the room.
Yeah, to be wrong, as much as I'd like her to put in some work, it's probably best if she... Yeah, she might stay aside for now.
Okay.
Just prepare...
You can prepare a reaction for her to run out if someone gets damaged.
Yeah, might be a thing. I was either going to say either that, or I've noticed she has Hold Person as a spell, so she could probably use that to try and keep Stanrath in place, but I'm
That's
just
true.
spitballing ideas off the top of my head, but we'll stick with just stay
Revane
in
can
for now.
feel free to chip
Yeah.
in.
I'm focusing singularly on Cyan Wrath right now.
So you want the rest of us to handle Mr. Berserker until you get pasted?
As many as you are as many of you as are necessary to handle the Berserker. Otherwise, I wouldn't say no to some assistance, but I seem to be fine momentarily. I mean,
Yeah, you said that last time as well.
I do still have 2 shields left,
Oh boy.
and my
Well,
racial
keep
drow
Amber-
spells.
So keep Amber hidden for now, but give a reaction just to come out if we need assistance.
Yeah, Basically, have her ready to heal if I need.
Okay. Yeah. I'll keep her on hand for you, and I guess the rest of us will handle the berserker. Well, yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
It's not planned.
In that case, so what is the actual condition? So, what's gonna if someone gets hurt and yells out?
If I was gonna say maybe if like Revane gets hurt and yells out, or if anyone gets hurt and yells out, just she comes in and heals them.
She yells out and casts Healing Word.
Yeah, on whoever shouts.
Well, cure wounds.
Cure wounds if she can reach them. Healing Word if she can't.
If she can't. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And with that, it is Stumble's turn.
So I'm still stealth.
Yeah.
I really wish I was a rogue right now because this would be great for dealing with the berserker. But in the meantime, I will put some poison on my blade as a quick little bonus action. I will go up and try to get the drop on Mr. Berserker here.
Oh yeah, I have some poison too.
So you're going to bonus action to use the poison?
Yes.
Is that what you said? Okay, yep. So now your action is to run up and hit the berserker?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
And that's a nat goddamn 20. Holy shit. Oh dear. Well then, this is going to be fun. I really wish that the poison damage was the same as last time. That rule change is going to annoy me now. Never mind, I will roll for damage.
What type of poison is this? Assassin's blood?
No, this is just
basic
poison.
Just 1d4.
Alright.
Yeah. So he has to fail a wisdom constitution save.
Which he probably won't because he's a goddamn berserker and that half their freaking dick is just too pissed to die. But in terms of the actual damage, that's going to be 20 points of piercing damage.
20 points of piercing damage. Jesus Christ.
And then, hell, I'll just take a swing with my... actually, I already did the bonus action for my...
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah, never mind.
You slice at him with your sword and cut his chest. He looks at you and laughs.
I was going to say, were we doing the amputation rule? Or is that,
yes, if you get hit by a nat 20, there will be an amputation.
Oh, it's only if we... only if we get hit.
Because I mean, we regularly...
If you do that on an enemy, then it's...
Yeah. We regularly dismember
too easy to...
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Most enemies aren't
coming out of the dark.
Yeah, it's because most enemies aren't designed to live more than like a handful of rounds, so...
Like,
fair enough. Fair deal, I just checked.
If you kill an enemy with a nat 20, but you want to keep them alive, I'll say that you can dismember them and keep them alive.
No, just love the idea of him... Stumbles like leaping out of the darkness, taking this massive swing, and he's just laughing at Stumbles. It's just that whole, oh, what have I done?
It is now that Berserker's turn, and he was going to go after Revane, but now he turns to Stumbles, and he passed his Constitution check, by the way, by 1.
So poison doesn't do shit?
Poison doesn't happen. And he has an ability called Reckless. At the start of its turn, the Berserker can gain advantage on all melee weapon attack rolls.
So wouldn't that... Oh, wait, no, because I'm going to stealth.
But attack rolls against it have advantage until the start of its next turn.
Oh, that'd be great, except I already did that.
So he's going to try and hit Stumbles with his Great Axe.
Oh, boy.
Oh. And nat 20s.
Oh! Stumbles may lose a limb after all. Yay!
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah.
I still hadn't worked out the whole system because I'd forgotten that I said that.
All right, we'll start next session.
Yeah, we'll start it next session. We'll work it out and start it next session.
That was just something on the lines of. I know he talked about it.
No, what was it?
Yeah, but Remi hasn't actually made.
We roll to see what limit hits, and then we roll a luck check to see if it's damaged.
But Remi hasn't made the table.
Leg, arm, head.
Can I swap head out for tail? Can I swap the head out for tail?
Well, if I do a D6, it's eyes, ears, one for each arm, and
one for each.
Not a head, no decapitation.
And then we'll go if it's under a 15 in a D100, it's an amputation.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
Yep, okay, well, let's see what happens. This is
So
gonna be
he
hilarious.
hits you with a nat 20 on his great axe,
This is gonna hurt like hell regardless, but hey, let's get into this.
which is a D12.
Alright. Of course he oh my god, really?
Ooh, and that's only
no.
9 damage. 8 damage, sorry.
Oh my god. Okay,
So it
awesome.
stumbles down
So,
21. What are you up to?
yeah, considering, I was at full, but yeah, considering what that could have been. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so how do I go with the...
Okay, so roll the
don't
D6.
tell me the-
Hold on, I gotta write it
no,
down.
you roll. No, I was gonna say you roll both the limb and the luck, and just tell me what happens because I don't want to know until it happens.
Yeah, I'm just writing it down on notes so that I can not fudge it for what I like best.
No. Oh, Stumbles is regretting so many decisions right now.
Okay, now D6. Okay, and now a D100.
Oh.
You just take the damage.
Oh, thank God.
That was a 51 on the D100.
Hoo-wee.
But it would have been your left arm.
Oh God.
So yes, you take. Then that is the end of the Berserker's turn.
Yep.
It is now Cyanrath's turn.
Come on,
And
move
what-
towards me.
What
And
do
shut
you
up.
have? What's the spell around him?
So if he
Doing blade.
moves, 5 or more feet voluntarily, he takes 1d8 thunder damage. Now I know he's resistant to lightning damage, but this is thunder damage. This is not
thunder is
electricity.
sound.
Yes, it's sound damage.
And it's only a D8.
Yep, for now, until I get more levels. It can eventually get as high as 4d8.
He takes the damage, so roll the damage.
Yep, I'll roll the damage. That's going to be... Come on, give me some good damage. That's going to be 5 points of thunder damage.
5 points of thunder damage. Okay. And he casts lightning breath on you.
Yep, so I make a dex save.
Yep.
Am I proficient in dex saves, or am I just going off my mod here? Let me check. Nope, just going off my mod here. Let's roll a dex save. That is a 23.
That saves. So that is...
How much damage am I taking?
That is 9 damage, but that needs to be a DC 19, is it? No. Hold on. Concentration. And concentration. That's not what I'm looking for.
Lightning breath. It should
What,
be I
trying to
take
work out?
half if I pass the save.
Yeah, you saved. It was 18 altogether, so you
So I
take
take
9.
9, okay. As a
And-
reaction, I would
Yep.
like to cast Absorb Elements, giving me
Oh.
temporary resistance to lightning, meaning I actually take 4 damage. And I
Is that a
absorb...
reaction?
As a reaction, yep. And
Yeah.
I
It is.
absorb that, meaning that when I hit with a melee attack on my next turn, the target will take an extra 1d6 damage of an element type of my choice.
Isn't it? No, it's the
Oh
lightning.
wait, no, I'm
No,
yeah,
You
it's
choose
lightning.
what you have
Sorry,
resistance
yeah.
to, and
Yeah, sorry. So he'll take lightning damage when I attack, but that'll still be a little bit of extra damage. Yeah, so I'm going to capture that. I'm going to take 4.
I'm just looking at the concentration of how you work out.
Yeah.
Whatever damage you take, you roll half. Roll
Yeah.
as long as it's over half, then you keep concentration.
Yeah, so I have to roll, and I have to roll a DC4 concentration check that I have advantage on. That I have +3 on because I'm blade singing, so let me do
The DC
that.
equals 10 or half the damage. Yep. Okay, so
10 or half the damage. So it'd be 10 in this case.
Yeah.
Because that's
whichever
higher.
number is higher.
And
Yep.
13, so I passed.
Okay. Okay. It is now Namia's turn. And she is going to run towards the Berserker.
Hey.
Pardon me.
Pre-roll this, so I save time. So
And
next round.
she's going to try and hit Berserker with it.
Feel free to hit that cut because she scares me right now.
Unfortunately, she
that's
rolled
right, 'cause
2
it's a-
4s.
Oh no.
2 4s plus 7, that's 11. Yeah, it still misses. It is now Revane's turn.
Alright, so I'm going to move towards him. And I'm going to attack with my scimitar. And I've already pre-rolled this, so allow me to upload it in Milo's Lucky Dice, so you may see. I pre-rolled it while Amber was doing her turn.
Yep.
There you go.
No, it's Namia.
Okay, so that's a 20.
Yeah, that's a nat 20
Yep.
again.
That's a nat 20.
Always against this guy.
Jesus Christ. Yeah,
Hmm.
but he only needs one decent hit against you, though.
So I'm gonna roll my... Yeah, I know, he only needs one decent hit against me. So now I'm gonna roll with my scimitar, so that's d6 plus 4. Okay, that is 18 damage, plus... 18 plus 2, because he takes only half of the lightning damage. That is 20 points of damage altogether.
Yep.
And... I forgot to make that part of a booming blade, but oh well. I bonus action disengage, and then run over to behind Stumbles.
No.
Stumbles.
Frame over here.
Okay. Initiative count 20. Can someone else
Roll a
please
D6?
roll
Oh,
a
yep.
d6?
So, me to go?
Yep.
That's a 4. So it's only on a 5 or a 6 that something happens, right?
Yep. You got lucky. Next turn, I will roll for Namia. Okay.
Yeah.
Next round.
Yeah. No, I know.
Now it is Amber's turn.
So do we want to keep her just where she is at the moment, or do we want her to do something else?
How many spell slots has she got?
All right. Amber currently has 1 level 1 spell slot and both her level 2 spell slots.
Get her to chuck a healing word on me. She can always use her level 2 spell slots for more later.
Okay. Now, I don't actually remember how healing word works. That's just like 1d4 plus spellcasting mod?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, we'll do that. Been the last of her first level spell slot. You may have... Oh, aren't you lucky? That's a 4, so you can have 7 points of health back.
Back up to full. 21.
Okay, so yeah, she's just... Can she get healing word from where she is?
Yes.
She would have had to move down 10 feet.
Okay.
You need to be able
so
to
she's
see.
also like at the base of the stairs.
Yeah, she's at the base of the stairs, but now she's in the doorway. Stumbles, yes, your turn.
Yes. Okay, so I still get advantage on this guy until his turn, right?
Until his turn, yes, you get advantage.
Yes. Okay, well, in that case, I will happily go and swing here. And, oh my god, I'm so glad that you gave me advantage. I rolled a 4 and another 20.
Oh, yes!
So,
Nat 20's coming out of
yay.
everywhere!
Oh god, we rolled like shit the whole goddamn session for this. I nearly lost an arm I nearly lost an arm today, so you know.
Counting all of us, including him, that's been 6 nat 20s in a row.
It's just in this fucking battle, and that's disgusting, and I hate it. Okay, so that's another 5, so that's another 20 points of piercing damage all up, and this time I am going to take my bonus
attack on him with the unarmed attack as well, just to make sure.
Yep.
And that's a 19.
That hits the Berserker.
Outstanding. I believe I'm still rolling just a D4 for that, aren't I? Yes, D4 plus 5. And that's another 4, so that's going to be 9 points of damage. That's 29 all up.
Another 9.
The doubles is just going absolutely to town on the thing, just out of self-preservation. Just small animal caught in the corner.
We activated our limit breaks.
With that...
Hey, what's that?
We activated our limit breaks.
With that, it is the Berserker's turn. And he is going to use his reckless attack again on Stumbles.
Oh, you don't need to do that, that's fine. Can we get to 7? 7 at 20s? Please no?
So 15 plus 5, so that's 19.
That'll hit. I only have an 18 for AC, so yeah, that's going to do it.
Well,
12
broke our streak of nat
3.
20s, but I suppose
I'm
that's a good...
fine with that, because this hurts.
That was a 10 plus a 3, so that's 13 damage to Stumbles.
Jeez, God.
So that is...
I get
11
minus
10,
13.
9, 8.
8! Ow! Pain. Lots of pain. Just a ragged, bloody mess at this point.
It is now Cyan
Wrath.
Wrath's turn, and I'm going to roll a d6 to see if he gets his lightning breath
Recharge his
back.
breath.
Rolled a 3, so you got lucky there.
He did not recharge.
However, he is going to run up.
Yep, because he doesn't take damage this
Yep.
time.
And he's going to swing on Revane.
Go ahead.
With
My
disadvantage because you have the blur.
Yep. My AC's 20 right now.
He's doing
Dirty
a
blur.
multi-attack.
Yep.
That was a nat 1, so you got lucky there.
Oh.
He's going again with his greatsword. That was a... Ooh, fuck. He got lucky there. That was a 20, but it was also a 19.
Oh.
But
So
he
19
has improved...
plus 6.
19 plus 6, but he has improved criticals.
He does too. Oh!
Why would you say that?
That's a crit!
Why would you say that?
Because that's what got me killed last time, so I should figure that...
Well, good job. It might help this time now. You just screwed yourself.
Thank you, Revane, for being an honest player. Okay, so that is a...
That was on the
2d6.
spear, though. That was on the spear, I believe. Because he
attacks twice, either with his greatsword or
right.
spear.
Yep. So how much damage am I taking?
12 plus 4. So that is 16 damage to Revane.
Yep. So I go down.
Which leaves you on 5.
It does leave me on 5.
He's going to use his action. Oh, can you
surge.
please roll
Oh, that's right. You're going to have to roll to see if
concentration?
you
You need a bit 10 again.
Ah, yep, beat 10. Let us see.
Oh, God. It's just
Come
a
on,
repeat
don't
of
break
last
my
time.
fucking blur. Don't beat my blur. Let's see. 14. I'm good.
Okay. You. He's going to attack again. With his multi-attack again with his greatsword.
Yep, go ahead.
That's a 2 and a 5.
Oh,
Yep, so I'm fine.
Right, that was an 18 and a 16.
18
So 16 plus 6, that's 22.
yeah, B hits.
22. Reaction, shield.
Oh, it's
AC
just
goes
put them
up
off
to
once we're at it.
26. And that's
He
my
uses
last
his
shield.
bonus action to disengage.
Yep.
95 feet, because that's intrinsic.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
That turn, it is Namia's turn again.
Please hit, at least kill a hit and do something to at least one of these people. This is going well. Like, we're dealing a crap ton of damage, but we're also losing hard.
That was a hit with the battle axe, so that's a d8.
So she's still duking it out with the Berserker?
Yep, so that's a 7 plus...
I suppose she's probably excited that she finally has someone else.
His turn.
Okay, I'm going to move up to Cyanrath. I'm going to cast Booming Blade, making an attack with my scimitar.
Yep.
Let's see. That is an 18 to hit.
That misses. Cyanrath has upgraded his armor since your last fight.
Ooh, okay. In that case, I will draw my second scimitar and attack him with my second scimitar offhand.
Yep.
I get +6 on this. That's a nat 20.
Good Christ!
Okay,
Oh
but
my God.
I don't get to add my ability modifier to the damage, so...
Oh, well, yeah, no, nah. Yeah, it's just 3 nat 20s in a row against Steinrath. Yeah, fine.
So let me just check and make sure it's... have a look if Booming Blade works if... okay, so no, Booming Blade did not work. Okay, so I'm going to make this part of a Booming Blade as well, this hit. And he takes...
Can you do that?
I don't think you can I don't think you can do that twice in one go.
Oh, wait,
what's the
no,
actual
I can't,
spell
sorry,
condition?
I
No.
can't, no. It's only normal action.
Okay.
So that's 12 points of damage that he takes.
Oh, that's still a fair fucking amount of damage on what he has left. He is looking really hurt.
So both these boys are looking messed
Yeah.
up.
I would...
Both these boys are looking really messed up. I gotta move you closer to him, Bo. That was your action and your bonus action.
Yeah, it's already used.
Yeah.
He only gets 1 attack of opportunity, so I'm going to run past him up to Amber.
Up to Amber, okay.
So she can cast 2nd level Cure Wounds on me in her next turn.
Yep, he tries to swing. Disadvantage because of your fucking blur.
Wait.
Both of those failed.
Yay! I run up to Amber.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Yep.
and that's my turn done.
It is now initiative count 20. I am rolling for Namia to see if what happens. She rolled a 5.
Of course.
Cyanrath yells out, "You useless bastards, get in here!"
Uh-oh.
And
We're doing so well.
And I've actually got to move those to come out of the other room.
It's only kobolds. But they have the numbers advantage. Starting to panic a little bit. If Revane was focused on anything other than Cyanrath, he would be panicking right now.
And they all run out of the room and take up positions.
Right, so we're now just surrounded, basically. Doesn't matter if they're just regular kobolds, their numbers are going to mess us up.
3 kobolds and another berserker.
Oh. I'm hoping that if Cyanrath goes
God.
down, they will be demoralized enough to leave us alone.
Okay.
Well, we were doing well in this fight.
It is now Amber's turn.
2nd level.
I assume you would like Amber. Yeah, I was going to say, I was going to guess that you probably want that.
Let me just look up.
So, fair enough.
Wounds. Okay, so Cure Wounds is 1d8, not 1d4. So 2d8 plus her Wisdom mod.
Okay, 2d8 plus Wisdom mod. That's 4. 4 and an 8. So 12 plus 4 is 16.
16. I'm once again up to full health.
Great, good for you. I can't even get to her. Okay, well.
Now it is Stumble's turn.
Okay, well, I might as well see if I can at least
berserker
take down this one berserker down before he kills me, because that's most likely what's about to happen here. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. And that's going to be 10 points of piercing damage as I once again go at him with my sword.
You stab this guy in the chest and he goes down laughing. But it is a laugh of joy.
Laughing to death.
Of course. Well, I was hoping to go and attack a kobold, but considering all I'm seeing is every kobold is next to either a berserker or a Svienrath himself. Actually, you said Svienrath looks messed up, right?
He looks messed up.
This is going to be considered a stupid decision, but I believe I'm going to try my luck at using a flurry of blows on Svienrath.
Sure, you
Okay,
wouldn't
so
rather
you're gonna
paste a
mix Svienrath?
kobold and even the numbers a bit?
Oh, I was working on your theory. If I took him down, then he'd maybe
that
demoralize some of them.
That might be a good... Yeah, go ahead.
So
Revane
I
will
have
get
to
over it.
roll. Roll.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I could if I. Yeah, I'm sure you will. It's not like. All right, so I need to. I believe I have to. Yeah, it's been one key point to make 2 arms, so I have to roll twice to see if either of these hit. Correct?
Yes.
First one is a 23.
That hits.
All right, and the second one is a 24.
That hits.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to try and
Alright,
look
so
up a
that's
different
9.
dice roller. I don't trust this one anymore.
9 and 7. That's going to be 16 points of damage as Stumbles basically just goes in while Svienrath is basically staring at Revane and just strikes him basically right in like the kidneys.
End him. You get to kill him. End him.
Now,
End him.
do you want me
Yep,
to kill
you
him,
get
or
to
can
kill
I
him. Big
say...
bosses, who gets to kill him, kills him.
So I can't say, for example...
Oh, you can knock him unconscious if you want.
Yeah, I could... Oh, yeah, I was going to say knock him down and leave... like, in story, let Revane take the final swing at him.
You can, but he'll be unconscious.
That's fine.
You want him
Brandon.
unconscious or you want him dead?
You could do whatever. I've already softened him up quite a lot that I probably won't particularly care if you finish him off.
Yeah, so basically just Stumbles with, like, claws out, just goes, and just while his back turned, does, like, the least honorable thing he could possibly, like, Svienrath, I imagine, would think of, and just go bam, double shot, just straight in both kidneys. And I imagine that would probably be really painful for him. I don't know. Just grab him for, like, both shots, and then just grab him from behind, have, like, my arms out going, I know that in life you're an honorable warrior. Unfortunately for you, I am not so grateful, and just twist his neck to the side as violently as I can.
Oh, fuck, Mum. He goes down without the ability to say anything, and I'll be right back. Sorry, Mum's calling.
Yep.
I would like to point out, just on a random note, that is the second member of the, friggin' Wyvern Walkers, whatever the hell these guys are calling themselves. What were they called again?
The Dragon Speakers.
That one. That's the second dragon speaker that Stumble killed.
Although, I don't think Svienrath
Alright.
is a Dragon Speaker. I think only Frulam... I don't even think Frulam was. I think they're just underlings to the Dragon Speaker, who is the Jackal.
Aww.
But
Oh damn,
they're
I
still,
thought they were
like,
all part of that group.
inner circle cultists, so... Like, it's still a demoralizing blow to the cult that we've taken out 2 of their inner circle members.
And I'm back.
Also, sorry for nicking the kill on that one. Just
That's
saw the moment
okay.
and went, screw this noise.
As
At this point,
Svienrath
it's a fight for your
goes
fucking
down,
life.
as Svienrath goes down, you just see Revane looking up with this look of intense anger on his face. His mouth twists and then he spits on the ground, and then you see his fists shake, and then his face twists into a smile, and he starts to laugh, and he says, "Ah! And we dispensed with honor once and for all."
And with that, it's Berserker 2's turn.
So these guys aren't willing to call it a day?
No, they have their orders.
Hmm.
Berserker 2 just looks at you and laughs and goes, "Finally, something worth fighting here," and just crazily laughs. And he's going to attack Namia.
So I don't mean
Because
to
Namia
panic
is
you
right there.
guys, but in 3 rounds, a minute will have passed, and my Blade Song and Blur will have worn off.
Well, fun.
And unfortunately, the Berserker misses even with his reckless attack.
He's just having a good time.
Yes. It is now the Kobold's turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Kobold 1 and 2 attack Namia with advantage because
Yeah.
flanking.
Thanks.
Red and Metal are Kobold 1. Okay, so Kobold 1 hits with his dagger and does 1d4 plus 2. So that's 5 damage to Namia. She goes down to 24 health. Kobold number 3 attacks with advantage as well because it's not actually flanking, it's a different type of pack tactics. But misses anyway. And Kobold number 4 runs up to Revane and tries to hit Revane.
Come on, I'm behind 7 proxies!
And misses.
There's going to be some really fun context to that, and I'm just not following right now.
It's just an old
Nami's-
internet joke.
Nami's turn, and she is going to try and take out. She's going to try and hit the barbarian. She's going to use an action surge. So she's going to try and hit twice. So that's a 14 and a 21. Both of those hit. She hits the barbarian for plus 5, so that's 7 and 9, so that's 16 damage to the barbarian. To the berserker. It is now Revane's turn.
Okay, first I will use my bonus action to hit this hit Kobold number 4 with my offhand scimitar, and that is a 13 to hit.
That just hits.
And that is 5 points of damage.
That is just enough to kill this kobold.
Then, as soon as he goes down, I sheath my offhand scimitar, and I cast a firebolt at Kobold number 3. And that will be once again a 13 to hit.
Just hits.
And that will be a 9 points of damage. Fire damage.
That kills that kobold as well.
Then, I would like to run up to Kobold number 2 and end my turn there. Just to give them more targets.
Okay. Okay, it is initiative round 20. Stumbles, could you please roll a d6 for Amber? This time, a 4, 5, or a 6. Something will happen. I'll just say it, more reinforcements.
4. Fuck.
4. More reinforcements turn up.
Stop it.
That. Oh, that's right. They fucking appeared down here. I forgot about that. They appear down the southern end and all of them, there are 3 kobolds, sorry, appear and run up. Okay. It is now Amber's turn.
Heal, stumbles, or do I want to try and take down some of these kobolds? My turn's up next, isn't it?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay, well, in that case, can she get to any of the 3 kobolds down there?
She has enough movement speed to make it to the kobolds.
Alright, go for kobold number... the one on the top left, I can't see what the number is. 5.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Merge the layer. Gotta get into that habit. Okay, roll to hit.
That is plus 5, 14 to hit.
That's a hit.
And it's a D8, I believe. It's been a while since I've used a Warhammer. All these fun things I don't use anymore. That's to be 7 points of damage.
That kills kobold number 5. She flattens his head.
Excellent. So number 5's gone.
Yep.
Okay, now...
Now it's Stumble's turn.
So if I move to try and take down those 2 other kobolds, would that prompt an attack from number 2, or would I have to deal with him first? Alright then.
Prompt an attack.
In that case, I will attack kobold number 2 first. Trying to see if we can spin this just a wee bit. To be 13 to hit, you said? You said that just
13?
hit?
Yeah, that just hits.
Alright, well, that'll work. And 8 points of damage.
That kills the kobold. That's kobold number 2.
And then I will run down to where 7 and 6 start, and I will spend, since we're trying to get rid of these guys as quickly as possible, another key point, my second of today, to do another flurry of blows to try and eliminate both of them.
So you want to be here then?
Yes.
Okay.
A 15
That hits.
and a 19.
That hits.
All right. That's going to be 7 and 9 respectively for damages.
Both of them go down.
So Stumbles is just playing wounded animal at this point and is just swinging at anything that gets, that looks like a threat. Just pure instinct.
All of wave 2. Okay. And with that, it is now Berserker's turn. It's going to swing at Namia, using a reckless attack again.
What can he do?
Every turn.
Yeah, he's
It's
just
the
going.
same as a normal barbarian's reckless attack.
Yeah,
He can
yeah.
get advantage every turn, but he gains disadvantage. He gains advantage against him.
Yeah, our
Until he
barbarian
gets down.
didn't do it often, but he could have done it every turn if he really wanted to.
He nat 20s.
It's not telling Kitty.
She'll be able to weather it out.
23 damage. Nami is on 1 hit point. Yeah. That
What were
is
you
now.
saying? I'm sorry, Dale. What were you saying?
I mean,
That's now.
she's on 1 hit point, so she just needs to avoid being hit again.
That's kobold number 1's turn, and he's going to attack at her, and it's with advantage because an ally.
Yeah.
Yep. Luckily, that's a 9 and a 5. So. Kobold number 3 is dead. I just never deleted his health. And with that, it is Namia's turn. And she is going to take a disengage, run backwards, and she's already used her second wind.
Yep.
So she's riding back over here.
Well,
And she's used her potion as well.
I've got 12 seconds of my blade blur left, so I will use them to protect my big Narmia.
I would have said maybe go to like Amber because she still has a cure wounds left.
Amber can still move. Nami is just trying to get away at this point.
That is true. Yeah, pick up.
Revane, it is your turn.
I run up to Kobold number 1. And I cast Green Flame Blade, tossing one of my spare scimitars in the air. And I make a melee attack against him.
Where are you standing?
On his left. Yeah, there we go. So I cast Green Flame Blade on him. Tossing a scimitar up into the air. I make a melee attack. That's going to be a 14 to hit.
That is a hit on a kobold, yes.
That's going to be 8 points of damage on him.
Kobold number 1 is down.
And then the Green Flame Blade shifts over to Berserker and hits him for 6 points of fire damage. Then
6 points.
I draw my second scimitar. I run up and I attack him with my second scimitar. And that will be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
And that will be a 6 for damage, because that's the maximum I can get, unfortunately.
Okay. He looks at you and goes, ha ha ha, that did good.
Then
And
I will stand my ground.
Okay, initiative 20, a 3, 4, 5, or 6 reinforcements arrive.
Who's rolling? Whose turn is it to roll? I think it's
Revane. Back to
my
Revane.
turn. So what, 3, 4, 5, or 6?
Yep.
Please, for the holy love of God.
2.
Oh, thank God.
Got fucking lucky.
Yep.
Okay,
Yes, we
Amber's
did.
turn.
Alright, Amber's gonna run over and heal up, Namia.
Okay.
Needs to happen. So this will be our last second level spell, so please no one else bring in more reinforcement, because this is pretty much all we've got left now.
Okay, what did she heal?
8? Good start. Oh wow, 2 8s. So it's 8 plus 8 plus 3.
21, so she's got 22.
19. Oh, that's right, because you gotta add the extra 3 on top of it.
Yeah.
There you go, bam, just pretty much healed up almost all the damage she took from that. Hooray!
Okay. Stumble's turn.
Okay, well, I'm not doing great on health, so I might stay back and just fire arrows at this guy.
Okay.
Probably like... And that's a nat 20!
Nat 20, of course it is. Okay.
Sorry.
No, yes.
I know, it's just the way you say it. It always sounds...
I know.
We've got the perfect music, by the way.
I can hear my phone just constantly going off and I don't know what's being said.
Don't worry about it. 4...
We're basically doing a blow-by-blow account for Kitty.
It's going to be 18 points of damage as I fire this thing. It basically just cocked him in the side of the neck.
Yep.
I'm guessing he's still up because he's a big... I'm guessing he's a big, thick boy and refuses to die because that's barbarian.
Yep.
God damn it.
Is that your turn?
Well, I don't want to move any closer to him to try and do anything else, so yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be it for me.
Okay, it is Berserker's turn again. And he's going to reckless attack Revane.
Yep, so he attacks normally.
That's right. I'm going to use my metal dice because that's always good to me.
Revane grits his teeth.
Fuck off!
Says, "Come on!"
That's a 2. That was a 2, so misses. Okay, okay, down. Namia's turn. She's going to run back into the fight.
Revane's got her back.
And she attacks with advantage.
Revane's redemption.
And hits.
No, I still stick with the original name.
D8, yes, D8 plus 5. So that is 11 damage to the Berserker.
He's not dead yet, is he?
And he just looks at her and smiles and goes, this is so much fun.
Seriously.
Revane, your turn.
Okay. Green Flame Blade only works if there's another creature in the room. So, I just grit my teeth and I run at him with my scimitars flailing. And that's going to be to hit on... Let me roll both for you. That's going to be a 24, not nat, and a nat 20 on the second.
Start.
Those hit.
So it's like we rolled like crap for the entire session.
I know,
and then
this battle.
Have all the damn 20s.
So this, for the first one, with my main scimitar, that is 10 points of damage. And for the second scimitar, which unfortunately does not get my dex mod, that is another 10 points of damage.
This guy goes down, and as he lays on the ground dead, you see that he's still smiling.
Stumbles, finally realizing the danger is gone, just collapses on the floor.
Seeing that...
Please roll a d6, Stumbles.
Seeing that Nami is low on health, I hold out one of my hands to help pick her back up on her feet.
Screw you, that's a 1.
So, okay.
Wait a minute,
No reinforcements arrive from where they are.
So wait, there's still people alive here?
Yep.
Yeah, they're in the other room.
Do we just want to...
I think we can make a logical guess at what's in that room. This is a dragon hatchery. By logic.
I ain't going to fight more fucking dragons.
That's the room with all the eggs. So I would say we could chalk that up to having completed our recon and just head back the other way.
Stumbles is taking the goddamn dragon clan and dragon cultable off of fucking Theanrath.
Okay.
Revane breathes deeply. He looks over at Stumbles taking his trophy. He grits his teeth, and then he raises his hand and holds it out to help Namia to her feet.
Stumbles looks over and goes, I understand you're disappointed at this. If you would like, you could take the head as a souvenir.
Revane walks over to Cyanrath. He's using his shoulder to help Namia walk along. He reaches Cyanrath and he places his hand on the hilt of his scimitar. But then, he just spits on Cyanrath's corpse and continues helping Namia out of the room.
Do you guys investigate this room?
And we do it with stealth just so we don't upset anything else.
It'll take longer, but yes.
Well, I rolled a 23.
Yep. Alright. Was that for stealth or investigation?
Stealth.
Stealth, okay.
You go ahead and do the investigation. I'm helping Namia out of the room.
Okay. Does that have to be investigation or can I do perception?
Perception will work.
Oh, perception. Oh, alright. That's going to be a 17 if I'm doing perception.
Okay, you notice that there is a chest next to the altar that was at the southern end of the room.
Okay. Is it locked or is it just sitting there?
Well, that would be what the investigation was for.
Well.
Okay, let's try that one.
And you see paperwork on top of the altar.
Well, collect all of the paperwork. I'll try an investigation. I don't have anything in it. 10.
10. You look at the chest and find that it is unlocked.
Okay.
With an investigation of 10, you see a couple of bags in the chest.
Stumbles would like to take the bags.
Yep.
What's
Check
in
to see
it?
what's in them now. I was going to say, what are in the bags?
I reckon.
Hold on.
Yep.
No. Whatever. Yeah, so you find 3 or 4 bags. Inside, there's some jewelry, and some stone and some precious stones. You don't know what they are unless you want to investigate them again.
I can investigate them once
Look
we're
at
out of here.
Yeah, I'll get him to check them later.
Okay.
Anything else of note?
No, nothing.
We don't really want to go in
Nothing
the
else of
room.
note that an investigation of 10 will get you.
I can't try again, can I?
You can't, no.
Do we want to get Revane to check?
You can, but it will take longer.
Yeah, I think we should get out of here.
Never
Swallow
mind,
our
yeah,
pride.
alright.
We've done what we
Time to
needed
go.
do.
Job done. Plus, and then some.
Yep.
Alright. Pack it up, team. We're going home.
Okay, so you guys just... What way do you go?
Through
Oh,
the-
yeah.
Do you go out the way that you came in most recently, or do you...
Well, we kind of have
you're
to.
gonna
We
have
kind of
to,
have
you
to
can't
because we
go
can't get
through the
Namia through. So yeah, we're gonna have to take the long way, unfortunately.
Would she be able to fit through if she's unconscious?
We're not knocking her unconscious.
No.
We'll just find the
No,
way out normally.
She wouldn't be able to fit through a 3
She's
foot wide hole.
physically like 2 sizes too big for that hole.
Well, I mean, it would be painful if she was awake.
No, we're not knocking her out. You've been good almost this entire
Yeah.
time. Don't fuck up
Yeah,
now.
I know. Let's just.
Jesus. Just get the fuck out. Stumbles wishes to leave the cave now.
Okay, you guys all decide to leave. And as you... I'm just going to use one token as the token for you. Let's go.
Obviously taking care to make sure we don't activate that rock
Yeah.
trap on the stairway.
Yeah, you make it out. You pass over the trap here.
Actually, do we want to activate it just to make sure that whatever's still in the hatchery doesn't come out?
Nah. Leave it
Nah, we're
for.
fine.
Leave it in case whoever we send here to actually secure the hatchery room needs it.
Yep. Fair enough. Okay.
Okay, you get here. What do you do?
We just continue our way
No,
through.
I was going to say
hoping
there
the
isn't.
bats aren't-
There
Yeah.
isn't anything in there.
There's
Make sure we
no
step.
enemies in here, no?
Yep. Make sure we step around the pitfall.
There we go. Up
Yep.
here, and in here there is now a ton of smoke. Could everybody please make constitution checks?
I was going to say, can I get advantage because I constantly have a face mask on?
You have
What
advantage.
am I
yes.
doing?
See, Constitution's usually bad for a wizard, but I'm no slouch. And I got a 21.
I got a 2 and then followed up with a whatever the hell 16 plus my con is.
Of course, remember, Nami is
No,
on the
it's
verge of
18.
passing out, so...
I know. I got an 18 for myself.
18. What did Amber get?
Wait, Amber's. First Amber doesn't have higher constitution, but. Oh dear. Amber only got a 9, so she's not doing well. You'd think the short person would be the best at this. Never mind.
Each of them takes 7 damage of smoke
Eesh.
inhalation.
Well, it's a good thing that she hasn't actually taken any damage from this fight, so.
So Namia, I believe, goes down. Oh no, Namia got healed.
Yeah, she
I
got
forgot
healed.
Namia got healed, so she's
I was
still
gonna
okay.
say, because I very much doubt I'd be able to carry her.
Yeah, I think the 3 of us combined would be struggling on that one.
Okay, you make it out here, and you need to make it further up again. Could everybody please make another Constitution check?
Sure.
Okay. 16. I got 17 for Stumbles and 17 for Amber.
8.
Revane and Namia take 5 points of damage.
5. I'm down to 16. As I cough and splutter from the smoke. I continue using my shoulder to help Namia through.
And you're just running straight out the mouth?
Yep.
And you run out.
Into the daylight.
Encounter nothing outside.
As soon as we get outside, I release Namia from my shoulder and I just collapse in the grass. I just go, and then I remember I have some stew to cook later, and I smile.
There you go, you got your stew, you technically got your vengeance. Well, I mean, he didn't get his vengeance, so, you know.
I got it in a roundabout way. Yep.
You got to watch as he died in an ironic fashion as the very honorable fighter got basically stabbed from behind.
Okay. You make it out of the dungeon. The hunters that were camped seem to have just buggered off as soon as they heard the first thunder wave.
Makes sense.
They don't want anything to do with what's happening. They don't get paid enough.
Good.
They bugger off, and that is where we will end our session for today.
Lovely.
Yeah.
You won't get a long rest unless you say at the start of next session, but we'll leave that for next session. However, you all do level up to level 4.
Yep. In which case...
I figured... Oh, sweet Jesus.
In which case, I have the perfect song that I think is well deserved after this session. Allow me to just pop that in. And I think this is very much deserved here. Here it comes.
Wait. What do we have? Yeah.
Oh.
Well, please don't... Final Fantasy people, please don't take the video down for this.
No, our videos aren't monetized, so we should be fine.
So, yes. Congratulations on... I wouldn't say clearing out the dungeon, but getting through the dungeon.
Yeah, we know we've got the information we came for. We know the room with the hatchery. We can send people who are more rested up than us to go and deal with it.
Revane?
Yep.
Could you please roll me a d12?
Sure. Let's roll a d12 with 6.
There were 6 black dragon eggs in this cave. You don't know this. This is metagaming. There were 6 that you did not destroy.
Yep.
Oh.
But we will send someone to go destroy them. It's not a problem. We can give them very, very detailed directions, and we've pretty much cleared out the whole dungeon for them.
Yeah. Yep.
So I will level up, and Revane is going to take a level in Fighter.
Ooh.
Oh.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, with that, we will end the stream. But first, we will try to plug everything, even though I'm guaranteeing none of us are prepared for this again. Or is Dale prepared? Because I'm definitely not for plugging.
Yeah. Make sure you check out our Patreon if you'd like to help us have more amazing battles like that. Join us on Thursday for some more Waterdeep Dragon heists. Probably with a battle that won't be as epic as that one, but there will be a thrilling boss fight and some nasty trap shenanigans for Bobbert and the crew. Make sure to tune in on Friday night for Delta Green as our agents investigate yet another supernatural conspiracy, and feel free to join us tomorrow when we will be streaming a classic computer role-playing game that's very tabletop inspired. And if you'd like to know what it is, make sure you tune in. Go ahead, Remi.
Yep. And please join us again in 2 weeks for this session again, as we will be going back to our 2 weeks, just because now we are back on the correct schedule. And yeah, please, you've already said please support our Patreon, check out our Twitch, our YouTube, our Facebook page of Dungeons and Dagons.
Yep. And with that,
our website,
check us out on Spotify. Of course, Remi's campaign is YouTube exclusive. But if you'd like to see what else we've been up to, check out the audio-only episodes on Spotify, Anchor, Podcast Addict, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. And with that, we hope you will continue to let the spirit of adventure burn. Until